say, I think a lie is almost like a comedy joke where if you go hard, it's you buy it more. Meaning, if you tiptoe around maybe black folk, it's going to get you some pushback. But if you go all in and call them the N-word and say horrible things, they go, all right, he's being silly.
Right.
Kramer taught me that.
Yeah. Not sure. I have to question your police work there, but you know.
I don't know about them with the blacks, but yeah.
But no, yeah, I think obviously you go big, car accident, not too big.
Right.
It's believable, but we bought it.
Yes.
But
you know what's another good lie trick? Lie and make it embarrassing for you, and they believe it because they go, oh, he must be telling the truth. Why would he let us know his dick is small?
yeah. Or you go, you go, it's just, I can't even get into it. It's crazy.
Sure.
It's just too much going on. It's not even worth telling you. And people go, oh, all right.
Right. Kind of like the feminine, like, teacher, I have to go to the bathroom. Nobody's going to the bathroom. Well, it's a feminine need. And they go, oh. I used that one a few times.
But here's where you guys are bad. There's too many. You can only if you did one a year.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I got you. But Chuck, he's like, I have back surgery. The next day, he hit a woman. The next day, it's a bike race.
Right.
I didn't see any bikes.
Do you believe the bike race?
The bike race, I believe. I saw the bikes. The rest is made up. The disc, you're hopping around like a maniac.
I know. I shouldn't have started being more gymnastic at the same time as I had the
Look how
back
you're
surgery.
sitting. You're like leaning in, like.
Yeah, you're pretty comfortable over there for a back nut.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're glad you're here. You're queer. You didn't die. I hope that fender bender didn't hurt your back.
I know. That could have been bad.
What did you get, whiplash?
It was absolutely nothing. To me,
All right.
the person should have been like, no problem, and we should have both taken off.
Yeah, well, it was 44 minutes and nothing. But we're here. We're live. A little late.
Oh, boy. It's all pipes.
Now, what are you going with next week? What do you think? Onions? What did Trump
I'm
have?
thinking Ukraine, maybe a Russian bombing. Or they're going to nuke Staten Island. Something's going to happen.
Yeah. Who knows? Get to work on it now. Maybe you guys can come up with something.
All right, we'll put our dumb heads together and we'll figure out maybe sickle cell. Who knows? We'll get something cooking.
The truth will set you free. But we're here. Chuck's on the ones and twos. As you know him. You love him. We're back for another Tuesdays with Story.
Here, here. Whoop, 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 whoop.
And we're just going strong. I mean, we're in here, in and out every week for what? 10 years almost?
Wow.
9? Coming up on 9 years.
9 years. Wow, we almost are hitting puberty soon. 9 is a good year.
Yeah, 9.
9 lives, 9 o'clock, 9 inches,
9
9 and a half
49ers.
weeks. All right.
In
I'll
2 more
take
years,
that.
we can legally fuck an adult.
Yes, 11?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Maybe in Jersey.
That's right.
Did I have that right? I believe so.
Yeah, something like that. Tell that to Jared Fogle.
That's a great Gillis bit. The bit about they had to go. Who had to go first? Like, what do you
Right.
think, Rhode Island? He's like, I don't know, 15. They're like, Jesus. He's like, well, what were you gonna say? Why am I gonna go first?
That's a great bit.
Great bit. Very funny comedian.
I think he opened his special with that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because he did that. He did a cool thing with his Shane Gillis special where he did like a bit, and then it started. So then he went back to the special. So he showed you a bit, then he did a little intro, then he went back to the special.
Oh, that's smart. That's fun.
It was fun. It was a nice little trick.
That is a good trick.
And it's doing quite well on the YouTubes, as is yours. I think, have we hit 200?
At the time of recording this, we're close. By the time you're hearing this, I would hope at 200,000 because.
Wow, yeah.
But yeah, it's still going strong. It's cooking. It's queefing. I want to thank all the Tuesdays who are just right on it. I mean, like we talked about it last week, but I mean, 4,000 people in chat, all kinds of donations, and everyone's spreading the word, spreading their butt cheeks.
It's a beautiful thing. It feels like a community. It feels like a family. The Tuesdays, they rally. You can see them on the chat rooms. They're going, hey, it's tonight, 9:30. Get your peanut butter. Get your toast. We are doing it, fatty.
Yeah, and your dog to lick it up. It's been fantastic. I just feel touched. But then you have the stress come in. Then it starts to slow.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I got to do this podcast. I got to try to get on that show. I got to get on this show. We've been talking about, I'm tired of doing all the shows.
It's a nightmare.
You just want to do stand-up. I want to write and do stand-up and talk to you for an hour a week. But you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to email the reels, the queefs.
I'm having a hard time, because I agree with you. I'm having a hard time deciding. I feel like I'm writing less material than I used to. And is that because of all the extra shit we have to do? Or is that because I'm lazier now? Or is that because I'm gay? What do you think it is? Is it a combination, amalgam?
It's a combination. I think, first of all, you become less desperate. Right?
Ah, that's something.
I was thinking about this the other day. I posted some clip, and some guy's like, dude, you seem desperate. And I'm like, I am desperate. I'm like, I'm putting everything I have into this job.
Yeah,
I've tried.
this is my livelihood.
You never
cum guzzler?
tried anything.
Wow.
I spent $25,000 on a sign and $300 on the rest of the production.
Right.
And it's very difficult. I'm all in on this thing. I got a wife. Eventually, you have to retire. Your popularity is brief.
Fleeting.
There's young people coming up behind us.
Yeah, rear-ending.
And I always think of Springsteen, my God, my idol, my hero. He had a show. He used to play these 4-hour shows, and that's how he made it, the live and the thing.
Is that right?
And he's sitting there, and he's just completely exhausted. I mean, you got to watch one of these old shows. You can't believe the energy. And someone's interviewing him, how do you play that long, that hard, for that amount of time with that much energy? He said, I don't know. I guess it's just desperation.
There you go. The hunger, Jerry. I mean, it's real. Like, you can see it. That's why these comedians, their first, second album is always bananas, lights out, killer, lunch, because they need it. I remember riding out to lunch, literally, and being like, this isn't hitting. This line has to hit. If it doesn't hit, I'll kill myself. And then, of course, nobody bought it and had to go on YouTube, and it was a failure and all that. But I don't work as hard as I did then. And I think you're right. It's the hunger.
Well, another thing that becomes hard as you sell tickets is they're there to see it. They're excited to laugh. So they're like, all right, yes, that, this, that. I mean, I watched Louis have this 20 years ago at the Creek, or 10 years ago, whatever it was.
The Creek.
At the Creek, he's popped in.
And
he
the
goes,
cave?
And the cave.
Okay.
And he goes, something, I don't know, that doesn't make sense. So I fucked my mother in the ass until she came. The crowd was like, ah. And he's like, no.
That's not good.
That's not the joke.
Right.
But they start to laugh and love you every more. The first hour or two, you're building in front of some fans, but mostly strangers. That's why it becomes hard.
Yeah.
You got to go find. You got to go to Bumble Dick, Montana, and see how it works there. We'll play in Peoria.
Which is where Richard Pryor and Kinnison are from.
I didn't know Kinnison was from
Yeah,
there.
isn't that wild? The two of the greats are from this one little rinky-dink, cum-guzzling town.
No kidding. That's
something there.
Canton, Massachusetts. Ira Proctor, Mike Favreau, Bill Burr. Those other two aren't quite as good.
I don't know Favreau. Did he do Iron Man?
No, that was John Favreau. Mike Favorman.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Favreau. He's from Queens.
That's right. Is that right?
I believe it is.
Wow.
Give that a goog. I try to know where everybody's from. Give me a celebrity.
He has the Queens College in Swingers, so that's
Is that
something.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I think that was a little autobiography.
A little ding, little homage.
Yes.
Did he ever do stand-up, though?
No, hopefully not. Too many people doing stand-up. Kill yourself. Quit.
Yeah, Flushing.
There you go.
What is he,
Flush.
Asian?
Favreau. I think that sounds, French.
Yeah.
Francois.
I put an Asian joke on my Insta today, a clip. I mean, a Korean lady went at it, and she was a fan, and she's cool. We took a photo after. But all you see is the Asian jokes. So I got a couple of, Koreans DMing me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, well, one guy wrote it like, hey, this is a little much. Like, I'm a fan, but geez, you're better than this. And I DM'd him, and I was like, hey, I didn't mean to upset you. I was clearly, it was like the thing I said before. I was going all in. I was being ridiculous.
Right.
And he was like, I appreciate that, and he took his comment down.
No kidding.
So discussion
Ridiculous.
is key. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He said it. So, yeah, discussion is key, and it was a beautiful thing, and now we're tighter.
By the way, I'm quoting Seinfeld, for God's sakes.
I know.
Throw me
I know.
under the tits. I don't want to be under the tits. I want to be above the tits. Coming on them.
The lines are crossed.
Whoa.
Easy.
Also from Seinfeld. By the way, Chuck looks like he's going to fight me. He's just staring at me.
No,
looking
my
at his
hand is still shaking, but the accident wasn't anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got the adrenaline thing.
Still
the
going.
adrenaline.
Wow.
Try some straw breathing.
Yeah.
You know about the straw breathe?
What's that?
You got to do some straw breathe.
I'm
I'm
off
annoyed,
straws.
that's all.
They hurt turtles.
Straw breathe, that's when you breathe into the nose and then you do a longer exhale out the mouth as though there's a straw, like a small circle, which is how I breathe always. And it will lower your heart rate in just a few moments.
I do that with sleeping. When I can't sleep, I do they say I do a double intake.
Oh, interesting.
That's Andrew Huberman.
I don't know Huberman, but you want to be breathing in through your nose. I read a whole book on that one.
Sometimes I got a nose clog.
We got to kick into gear because I think this whole episode, this is more of a bonus. I mean, Chuck's giving us hand signals. If you ever give me hand signals, I already said it. You're the guy. You ever have the guy that you say something and then some person says it? I'm like, that's what I just said.
Sure.
Well, you're like this. We got to crank up the energy. And the guy's like, yeah, the energy's low. And I'm like, I already acknowledged that.
I know.
Why are you telling me what I already said?
I feel the same way with, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I already said I do. You know that you go, hey, the wall's blue. And you go,
yeah, it is.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, we did
Yes,
this.
I said that.
Now we're repeating. I can't validate you twice. It's too much.
You know my wife. That's why I said hello. Anyways, let's get it up. I got my feet up. You know what it is? We got to write more material. We suck. We're horrible now. But anyways, the comedy now, it's all pipes and podcasts and bonuses and Patreons and reels and clips and my father's gay. There's so much shit that's not stand-up.
And here's the clinker. One, they go, when's the next special? Where's the special? What's next? You're like, well, I'm doing all this. And then they go, hey, the podcast was a minute late. Kill yourself. And you're like, so now I got to have a special and the podcast is a minute late. So you hate me, but you love the pod, but you hate us, but you hate that's late. It's too much.
I know. It's hard, and I'm going to shoot myself in the tits at some point.
But I'm also sure they love the complaining about it.
Yeah, it's all fun. But anyways, we're here. We're queer. It's live. We're at the lunch stuff. What's not even? What do we call this one? Lunch stuff 2 or
This might be dinner at this
Lunch
point.
Stuff North.
lunch stuff north?
Oh, there we go. LSN.
Lunch stuff goo. I mean, this is temporary,
gobbler.
folks, here because we've got a lawyer, an accountant, and I can't even think of a third job. But they're all here.
Rabbi.
So we're here. We're happy. We're excited.
Yeah, it's late in the day. Hopefully the queefs have gone home and leave us alone because we have a noise complaint in the works.
There's queefs in here and kooks out there. I'm so nervous with the kooks. I've been avoiding the train. I got to get on the train. I've been running into the city. It's quite delightful.
Well, at least you're getting some exercise there.
Oh, fit as a drum.
You run into the city, then you see a kook, and you run out. I saw a kook the other day, shirtless, dusty. A lot of dust on these guys. Shirtless, dusty, with the shorts, just crazy shit stains and everything, horrible stains, standing there against the wall, and somebody would walk by and he'd go, and they would go, Jesus Christ, and then he would just do it again. That was his whole day.
There's a guy that lives in Key West. That's his thing.
Key
He has
West?
bushes. Yeah, he's got 2 big ferns like Ace Ventura. And he just jumps out and goes, ah, and then goes, oh my God, and he goes back in there. And I think he's going to get killed because when people jump at me, I kick like a horse. I get scared.
Do you ever see those videos of like a guy will pop out of a garbage can and it looks like obviously a high school, and everybody goes, whoa, and then they do it with the black guy, and the black guy's like, ah! It hits him every time. It's a great video.
My buddy Derek had years ago. This is like pre-internet. I guess the internet was out, but it was gay or whatever.
Sure.
But this is at Kings Point Merchant Marine Academy, and there was this guy Steve Mrnicki who was just a real nut.
Classic Nicky.
There's an M and an R in front of it. Mrnicki.
Oh.
It's like Mr. Nicky.
Mr. Nicky.
Yeah. It's
Interesting.
It's like Sabaro, where it's just like weird consonants in front of each other. How do you say that?
Sbarro.
Zabaro.
That took me 8 years to learn.
Yeah. Some people say Sabaro.
Yeah.
But that's not right.
I don't like those words. Just make it like knife. Just silent or not.
Knife.
There's no
knife.
knife.
Yes. My dad always said knife, though. That was like his bit. Hey,
that was a
knife.
bit.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
All right.
Yeah, he was silly.
I'd retool that one.
And then I'd always be, I'll retool you. What movie?
Retool you.
Retooling. I'll retool you. Brian Doyle Murray.
Caddyshack.
Christmas Vacation.
Retool.
Pick up that blood.
There you go.
Boy, Brian Doyle Murray. Fantastic.
Funny guy.
And
Funny
then
family.
Bill Murray, what is he, raping people? He pulled a ponytail?
Pulled
is
a
that
ponytail. He's on the lam. They're coming after him. We moved to Mexico. He's freaking out.
Did I tell you I knew it was going to happen? Did I tell you my predictor?
Yes, you told me
The
to
golf,
predict. Yes.
That's the thing, the lady. I said this already?
You did. You were nicked.
Ah, jeez. Well, anyway, Steve Mrnicki,
Uh-huh.
he was a nutcase. He drove my car a few times. You remember when you drank, but you didn't want to drink and drive, so you gave the keys to somebody else who was just as drunk?
Story of my life. I was the guy who got the keys. I'm the best drunk driver. I got a merit badge in it.
Well, I just never wanted to get arrested. I wasn't afraid of dying. I was afraid of getting arrested.
Right.
So they're like, you drive, and I'll sit over here.
Same.
I wanted to die. But anyway, so Mrnicki, they're all pipes. They in the hallway. They had a camcorder, old school. It was like 02, or 01. I don't know, maybe 9/11. But they had a kid hide in a box, and he'd sit in the box, and then he'd jump out and scare all the plebes.
Okay.
That's the freshmen. And then all go, and jump out of their shoes and run in their little gay outfits. But this Steve Mrnicki, somebody tried it with him, and nobody gave the warning to this other kid that Mrnicki's a nut.
Yeah.
So he pops out of the thing, and he just punched, kicked, threw a crazy combo, beat the shit out of the kid and the box. He looked like Ace Ventura when he comes through the box.
Oh, yeah, with the tutu.
Bloody nose, black eye, tutu. The box is like, there was duct tape. It wasn't even there before. I mean, and the kid, he kept walking. He was one of those guys. He was like,
whoa.
And then keeps walking. The kid's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. 100% Rnicki was beaten as a child.
Oh, yeah. His
That came from
father made him
somewhere.
suck his mother's dick or something. Something happened there.
That guy knows how to beat up a box. Good for him.
Hey, folks. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Native. You've heard us talk about our love for Native. Native is not just what's on the inside that counts, but the outside, too. That's why Native is releasing their deodorant in new and improved plastic packaging. Ooh. I love Native. I use it. The lady uses it. We all use it. It smells good. You got great taste, flavors, and some are unscented even. For you tough guys out there who don't want to smell like lavender, I get it. When you buy Native's new plastic-free recyclable package deodorant, you're saving 37 grams of plastic. Native is also a proud partner of 1% of the Planet for committing 1% of their sales to environmental non-profits. That's pretty good. All of Native's other deodorants are aluminum and paraben-free, kills odor-causing bacteria, gives you 24-hour odor protection to keep you feeling and smelling fresh. Choose from 10 scents, including their classic coconut and vanilla, sensitive formulas that's formulated without baking soda, and even unscented, as I mentioned before. Ready to try plastic-free deodorant? Well, go to nativedeo.com/TuesdaysWithStories, one word, or use promo code TuesdaysWithStories at checkout and get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/TuesdaysWithStories, or use promo code TuesdaysWithStories at checkout for 20% off your first order. Get on it, kooks!
Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is also brought to you by Lucy. You know about Lucy. If you're looking for nicotine gum, lozenges, or pouches to use nicotine to relax, focus, or just unwind after a long day, there's only one stop you should make, and that stop is Lucy. I enjoy Lucy. I love it. You know me. I am just, they got their hooks in me, these nicotine products. So I love a good Lucy. I get the gum. I get a nice pomegranate. I chew it up all day. Just 3 buddies chewing some gum. If you've been looking for an alternative to smoking, why not switch to nicotine product that you can feel good about? If you enjoy using nicotine, you should definitely check out Lucy's products at lucy.co. That's lucy.co, and use promo code Tuesdays at checkout. And if you're a listener from Canada, Lucy is now available at ca.lucy.co. Also, I have to read this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Remember, if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, use lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah. You got that right.
And the other one, I didn't get to see this story, but the other one, there was like some horses in the courtyard. For they have the people come with the guns and the bullshit, and the horses march in.
What's this?
You know,
The military in England?
yeah, it's like a ceremony. Every
What,
once
the
in a
Civil
while.
War? Oh, I see.
It's a merchant marine academy. So every once in a while, the senator comes or whatever the
Sure,
fuck.
you got to shoot him on a horse.
You got to come in with some horses.
Right,
And
it's a celebration.
horses are always part of this
It's
shit.
a
The president dies,
celebration.
horses come.
Yes, I hate when a horse
About
comes. That hurts.
time. Woo.
But yeah, I know what you mean. It is weird with, and the horses are like, I don't know what's happening.
I know. And then inauguration, you have to have a horse.
Right.
And all this stuff.
Parades, they have horses. These poor horses are getting dragged into shit they don't even understand.
What about sometimes you don't even put your foot in the stirrup and swing it? Sometimes they come up from behind and do like the leapfrog. You ever see that?
No leap.
You ever seen it?
With
Pull
a
up
horse?
tube video.
Yeah, like a cowboy runs up.
He
and
runs it from
up and
behind.
jumps.
Oh, he's in a big hurry. He does like
Yeah.
a leapfrog.
That's the
and
coolest
lands.
move of all
Yeah.
time. That is the cool. And your ball sack hits right on that hump on the saddle.
The saddle hump.
The saddle hump. That hump is no joke.
No, my wife's got saddle humps, and they're not so hot. But,
Well, I hope you're jumping on it. Good lord.
but I feel like the horse is sitting there eating curds and whey, and all of a sudden he's like, but
no,
hey,
I get it. I wonder if there's a horse out there like you got to come to the gay pride parade. He's like, I'm putting my hoof down. I'm not going to that. I ain't no gay horse.
well, they could kick or fuck. I think they rape. They must rape, right?
Horses?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think animals have to rape or they die. Not die. The species will die out.
Right, but they must also, some of them want to fuck.
Some of them do, sure. But I think a lot of them. I remember I used to live in this neighborhood. Now I hear like, and I'm like, that cat's getting retooled in the cooter.
You know, Mr. Ed, he couldn't get boners. That's
Is
where I
that
got the name, Mr. ED. Hi, folks.
Hey,
How we doing?
We'll see you all in hell.
How's everybody doing?
All
So let
right.
me just get right to the story.
Please, sorry,
So,
Rick.
Nicky, you know, it's one of these things. They come in with the 21 gun salute and the 3-horse asshole.
Sure.
They come in, they do a ceremony, they have to sing. So one of the horses, of course, being a horse, of course, he takes a huge just a mound of horse shit.
That's what they do.
'Cause
Manure.
he's been eating, hay and grass and pussy.
Pussy, yeah.
So there's a big pile of shit with pubes in it, and all the people are marching, and they got to go around it. And this Bernicki guy, he's in a mood. He doesn't give a shit, so he walks up in formation. He's in his dress whites, his shoes. You got to shine him. If you don't see your face, they beat you.
Right.
And he jumps up in the air, 2 feet, and just smashes down on the pile of horse shit. It sprays
Nerfed.
everywhere, all up in his boots, his whole uniform.
This guy's got some problems.
Goes straight to class, and now he's in class. I'm driving the bus. He's
Yeah.
in, civics class. I have no idea what civics is, by the way.
No idea.
He's sitting in civics. He's got shit everywhere.
it's a Honda.
It's a classic.
Okay. Wow, what a psycho. Who is this guy? What's he doing now? I'm scared he's going to come to my house and beat me.
He's a nut. I think he was from
Something wrong
Maryland. I
with
really
that.
bonded with him because he was a real nut, but he was really sweet. He'd really listen and
Sure.
he'd drive my car around. I think he was sober at the time. I don't know if he still is.
He sounds like a kook, if you ask me, but he does sound fun. I mean, this guy's living on the edge. Who steps in poop purposely?
Well, I think you're tired of the school because you're working for the man and everything.
Well, why'd he join up?
Well, you have to have opportunities. You want to be
I
a sailor
see.
because these guys, once they've graduated, they sail. They make like $90,000 a month.
They
And,
see the world.
They see the world, and
They
then you
get
can
laid.
become in charge. And all of a sudden,
Right.
you're driving the bus.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is I'll go to some small town. I just did Colusa, California. I did a casino gig out there, not bragging. And you see these people, and they're farmers. They're wearing overalls, and you're like, you're the guys who go to war. This is the guy. We're all Twinkie city queefs, Oh, my coffee's too cold or whatever. The train is late. That guy's jerking off. But these guys, they deal with shotguns. They have boots on. They have overalls, facial hair. These are men, Jerry.
They're man. They really manned it up, but it was fun. I mean, I always went. I'd like to be a sailor if I could live another life. You have this as you get older. Now I'm midlife crisis. I'm old. I'm gay. Now I think like that sucks. You only get one life because I'm like I would have liked to have pursued a career in baseball. As
Sure.
a play-by-play, deep to left, it's out of here.
Well, here
Oh,
the
my
good
tits.
the good news is the life is long, and you see these guys they get into shit real late in life. These Larry Davids or whatever. Like, I'm gonna sell cars.
Right.
He's 75. I mean, it's a show premise, but I think you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, sailing is tough. I guess I could go
You
to
could sail.
I could go to Maine. I mean, physically I could do it, but it's hard to get in. Although right now they have a
Right.
big job shortage, so maybe I could.
Ah, well, you don't want to join the Navy though. Now you're on the poop deck on the high seas at the USS R or whatever.
Yes.
So you don't want to do that, but. Sailing, you can pick up a boat, you wax it, you sand it, you got a sail out there, you're a nautical, the starboard bow, you're
Yeah.
in.
Starboard, like starboard's to the right, port's to the left.
I wonder, because the Navy's known as being gay. That's like a big
Yeah, that's the old thing.
stereotype. Yeah, and I think it's because, A, you're on the high seas with dudes all day.
Sure, that's the main thing.
You're young, you're horny, and you're away from everybody. No one can see you scream.
Right, the sail away. It's similar to flight attendants.
Huh?
Flight
Are they gay?
attendants. You never heard that?
No.
Oh, that's like the oldest premise in the book.
What do you
Flight
mean?
attendants are very gay. You never notice every male flight attendant's gay.
Oh, I've seen the gays, but what does that have to do with the high seas and the skies?
Oh, so you know that stereotype that flight attendants are gay.
Sure,
Ah.
I've seen them.
Well, it's similar in that they're flying around. They don't want to be home. They're like,
Cockpit.
okay, I'm off to this place. I'm off to that place. Because they're running.
They're
'cause
running
gay.
from their dad.
This is in the old days. Now
running,
people are quite
running.
accepting of the gays.
But they're still gay on those Jet Blues and Virgins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're. I see every dude on there is a homosexual.
Oh, boy.
Well, I'm not saying everyone, but I'd say 90% of the male flight attendants are homosexuals.
Right, that's what I thought you never heard of.
No, I heard of that.
But the
I've seen
sailing,
it.
the sailing and the flying is similar.
I've
one's
seen
sailing
it
away, one's flying.
with
away.
my
I
own
don't think
eyes.
people are boning on the flights. I think they're boning on the boats.
Nah, I don't think they're boning on the boats. Maybe in the 40s.
Oh, I think so. I mean, they got musicals on those things. They got
I-
a mop, a deck, a dick.
I think the majority of Navy guys are not actually gay. Like the flight attendant, that's a stereotype because it's true.
Yeah,
The Navy's an old stereotype.
it's a husband's tale.
Because the white, they wear white, it's tight, they have bell bottoms.
Right, right.
And then there was all the musicals, Anchors Away.
Yes.
Anchors are gay.
Exactly, and I think
Right.
they drink a little bit, but I think you get in your bunker. You're sleeping with you're bunking with a young chap from Iowa, whereas the flight attendant, it's a 4-hour flight. They go home and they get laid.
That and they go in the hotel. But I'm telling you, these sailors, by the way, not the most accepting group, I don't think.
Oh, really?
I think these sailors, they're out at sea going, but these fucking, what's.
Uh-huh.
This is not a politically correct situation up there in the high seas.
No. When you're on
They're pirates.
Yeah, they're pirates. When you're on the Black Sea, that's the only black thing about it. They're not really dealing in the. I think you have no rules. You're on the water.
Right.
You're in uncharted waters. You can say anything.
I mean, call in if you're a gay sailor, but it's a great line in Jaws, by the way. I'm not talking about pleasure cruising, a gay sailing.
Yes, we're gonna need a bigger dick.
So I think sailors were gay. I also think that was considered.
Come sail
a
away,
gay
come
something
sail
so
away,
manly.
come
But
sail
Gays are manly. They're hairy
away.
forearms. They're taking it up the poop. I took theater as a kid because I liked theater, but I was the straight guy. I cleaned
Right.
up.
But how many gay kids did you have in high school?
Well, nobody was out when I was
Right, when we were banging, nobody was gay.
Nobody,
Openly
yeah,
gay.
except us. But
Mhm.
we had a guy, Patrick, who was super gay, only had girlfriends. He was very dainty. He was very, he was fabulous, and everybody knew, but we were cool. Nobody hated him.
Sure.
If
Yeah.
it was really gay, you didn't call him gay.
Aw,
If it was you,
right.
I'd call you gay.
Right.
That's kind of how it went back then.
Oh.
Here, movement
Or
up
the
there.
door slam.
Oh.
Easy. That's kind of how you can tell. Like, I'll call you fatty,
Sure.
but I won't call Ralphie May fatty. I mean, he's
Yeah.
dead, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I won't call him at all.
No, he won't answer. But yeah, that's my point. Is you can kind of tell what's what by what you won't say.
Right. That's kind of like retarded. You never call someone with Down syndrome retarded.
No, but I call you retarded.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
This guy. That's a little retarded
Hmm
kid.
I have a bit about that.
Uh,
Is retarded back? Oh, can we say retarded?
no, retarded is out big time.
You
Retarded's
sure?
bad. I'm sure.
I think it's coming back like baggy jeans.
I don't think so. No, because I mean I do a joke about the word retarded, and people get upset. I had a guy, a fan.
Oh,
email me.
really?
Oh, Jason Katz, the director's calling me.
Ah,
That's
he's
scary.
walking his dog.
It's scary to me.
He's a sailor.
I get so anxious because everybody's like, you have to do this now. How come you haven't done this?
Well,
I
you got
feel
time.
so stupid with the industry. People are like, have you got the Johnson rod? I'm like, I don't know about the Johnson. Have you done the Shubabu?
Don't worry, the industry's out. You're doing it. You're making waves. You're making moves.
But he's not industry. He's like alternative. He's the director. He's like, yeah, they took over my YouTube. Thank
God
Christ on
damn.
Christmas.
Yes.
I would have 11 views at this point.
It's a lot of work. It's a whole thing that we don't understand. We write jokes. Now it's like the Mitch Hedberg joke. Can you farm?
That's exactly it.
I
I
know.
can't farm. I'm so stressed out.
No farming. Don't know how to farm. Farm it out, I say. Big pharma.
Is there any? I usually go on airplane mode. Is there anything more stressful than recording a podcast and you have someone texting and calling? You can see it going.
Of course, of course. Now, this is why Elon Musk to me is so fascinating and why I think a lot of people hate him and love him and all that. Look can you imagine what he must be dealing with? You put out a special, you're like, I got to tweet this, I got to do 8 podcasts, I got to blow this guy, I got to go on a flight attendant and suck him off on the air. But Elon Musk is buying Twitter. He gets a ass load of hate all day long. He doesn't think about it. He's building spaceships. He's going to Mars. He's got a truck, cyber truck. He's got
Mars,
PayPal. He's
Jerry.
African American. It's a lot.
Mars.
Yeah, I think he has a system that's just built differently. Mentally,
He's built differently.
I'm just like I'm able to handle 3 things at a time, and you're just like, when am I gonna write? I want to
I
write
know.
jokes. I want to tell jokes. I want to hang out with my niece, my nephew, my buddies, and Sarah, the whole thing. And it's just it's very stressful. But nobody wants to hear this. There are roofers out there. They're plumbers.
Right.
They work in HVAC. I'm sorry. I'm gay. I hate myself.
I did a gig in Fort Wayne, and I had a guy like, man, we listen to you on the truck,
Wayne.
on the forklift. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, that is the real deal job. Blue collar. This guy is an American guy with a job. And everybody else sits around like, JetBlue Mint ain't what it used to be or whatever. And it hit home, Jerry.
Well, it's very hard for everybody. Everybody's fighting a battle. When you bump into people, you should think, boy, they've had. I mean, Chuck was in a car accident today, for God's sake.
Allegedly.
Yeah, a very small, petite car accident.
Well, he's doing a good job of faking the handshake.
But let me tell you a little bit about it, because this happened 9 months ago. We never got to it because everything's been so crazy.
Pregnant?
I was up in Boston for Patriots Day. As you know, I love the Patriots Day. Chuck, did you
PD.
ever go to the marathon? You're a New Englander.
My brother's wife was running in it when the bombing happened.
Oh,
She was
wow.
like there. My whole family was like, they knocked out all the cell phones. They couldn't communicate with each other.
Wow, I
It
was there
crazy.
too. Survivor.
I wasn't there that
didn't-
day.
Good show.
And it was
see
crazy
them.
because I knew my family was there, and I was at a Best Buy, and I saw on the TV the Boston bombing happen, and I couldn't talk to any of them.
Wow, it's amazing how quick you come up with a lie. I can't believe it.
I know.
I mean, that is wild. No, that's crazy. I'm glad they're okay. They're okay.
Yeah, they were all fine. She finished like before it happened.
Oh, that's good. Thank God. I feel for, I mean, obviously, this is one of those things you just say this. I feel for the people that didn't get to finish. Who go, that's who you feel for? And I'm like, well, I first and foremost, the people that died and got hurt, obviously. I thought that goes without saying.
I know. I hate the fact that you can't feel for 2 things.
I know, and also, it literally goes without saying. Like, people think you're like, I feel bad for people that have flew in from wherever and had trained for this big day, and they got to run 23 miles and they had to stop. And they're like, that's who you feel bad for? I'm like, you think I don't feel bad for the people that died? I don't feel bad for their families? That's what you think? That's what you're getting from my statement?
We could do that all day. Oh, these poor people in Ukraine, they're getting heads blown off. You don't care about Africa? Well, can I care about both? I just
know.
said one thing. What about the Asians? What about the kids making cell phones? You don't feel for them? I don't know. Fuck you.
And I didn't read about that just now. I just read about Ukraine.
I
So that's what
know.
I'm feeling bad for. I only have so much bandwidth to feel bad for people. Anyways, went up there, and now the Patriots Day, you know how much it means to me. I talk about it every year. It's the best day. I just can't describe it. And I'm sure you have this with
Can't
Mardi Gras,
describe
another
it.
thing, cooking,
Sure.
whatever it is. You just go down there.
Cooking. I love cooking.
You go down there. You go up there, and it just feels like a
Go up.
community. You feel proud to be from there. Everything feels small. New England is big, but it's small.
Yes.
But it
Dapat
feels
hindi nyo
small,
na
even though it's
ni-nerf
quite big.
yung...
Aha.
There's a
got
lot of
that.
people, but it feels like a small town, particularly on Patriot Day, because it feels like the hearts and mind of everybody is in the same place at the same time.
That is a beautiful thing, especially now with all the disconnected, with the tubes and the phones and the inters, nets,
I hate an inner tube.
the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. So yeah, when you can feel connected, I think that's all we really want too.
Of course, you want to feel connection.
I'm reading this book. It's called Steal Your Focus. Give that a good.
Oh, yeah, I know that book.
Johan something or other.
Yes. Yeah, he's
British
gay,
cat.
by the way.
Yeah, he's a big gay. Great guy, fun guy, smart guy, and this guy is changing my life. It's all about just what is it?
Stolen focus?
Stolen focus.
Stolen
Thank you.
focus.
Stolen valor. And I like to steal, but this guy he's got it all down. He's got numbers, he's got stats, he broke it down, he makes it accessible and cute little cookie bite information. It's good stuff, man.
Well, we got to connect. We want to connect. So I go up to connect, love to connect, Comedy Connection, where I started.
Sure. Love connection.
So I go up to Patriots Day, and it's Laugh Boston. I'm doing my agent is so good. I have the best agent ever.
Wow, you don't hear that every day.
He booked 10 months in advance. He books Laugh Boston on Patriots Day weekend.
On purpose or was
On
it
purpose.
Oh, that's
he knows.
a king.
He's like, all right, I got you bossed. I routed for Patriots Day. This way you're off Sunday. I know you take nephew to the game. He knows everything.
That's lunch.
Just a it's Tuesday, by the way.
Whoa, an Asian Tuesday.
What?
Asian?
Agent.
Agent.
Yes.
Sorry, stop Asian hate.
So I got the Laugh Boston. I go up there, and now the shows are all selling out in advance.
Oh, isn't that the best feeling?
It's a nice thing. Hometown. You're going up there.
That's lunch.
And it's so thrilling. So Sarah and I go up there. We stay downtown. It's just beautiful weather, 65 degrees. So everyone and all the runners are in the hotel. I've never stayed in a hotel Patriots Day weekend. Normally at my parents' house. So all the runners, you can tell everyone's a runner. They all get their gear and their stuff, and then all the handicap runner people are there. Whatever it's called now.
Disabled.
The wheelchair people.
Nubs, hoppers. I don't know what they call.
Whatever it is, the wheel people, the like the wheelers. It's like Return to Oz. Remember that
Oh
movie?
yeah, those guys are freaky.
That was really scary.
Scary shit, fatty. What do you call those? The
Wheelbarrow.
The handicapper,
Now
handicapable.
it's called, I think it's called hand racing or.
Jumpers and.
I don't know. What do they call it? I think it's literally called wheelchair still.
I think it's cripple.
The appropriate word?
Yeah.
No, that's called.
handicapable.
No.
Disabled?
Disabled, I think.
There
I
we
think it's
go.
Disabled, but
Cain
it's
and
wheel,
Abel.
wheel people.
Yeah, wheel
Anyways,
people.
I'm seeing the wheel people. It's very exciting.
Wheel time with Bill Maher.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they're there. Here, they're there.
Sure.
I can't. I got my focus is stolen.
Aha.
I'm all
It's a good book.
whacked out.
Check
on
it out.
Pipes.
Hey, writer.
So we're having this great weekend. The first day, Friday morning, we go. I'm like, let's go for a run. Sarah and I, we're big runners. We're queefs. We run everywhere. So we go for a run. We go down to the Esplanade on the Charles River. We run over the Longfellow Bridge, across Cambridge, back over the Harvard Bridge. It's just spectacular. Running on the Charles, the what do you call it? Rose blossoms. What is it called?
I don't know.
Cherry blossoms.
Cherry.
The cherry blossoms, they smell like cum.
Pop it.
I love cum. My dad loves cum, so I'm running along the Charles.
We're made from gum.
We have a great run, a cum run. Then we walk down Boylston. I'm like, let me go show you the finish line.
Come on, Eileen.
So we walk down to the finish line, Copley Square, and it's festive. The race is for another 2 days, but it's just festive.
Love festive.
So everyone thinks we're runners because I go to the New Balance store. I bought some new sneakers. I bought these kicks.
Ooh-wee.
And I bought some running shirt, all this gear. Everyone's like, good luck Monday. And I don't even correct them. I go, you got it. I can't wait.
Yeah,
My
soak
hamstring,
it
I
in.
hope it holds up.
Yeah, take it. Got a weak hammy. Let them think it.
Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Fanimal. Fanimal. I love a good live event, but I hate buying those darn tickets. The hidden fees, they suck, and the coordinating with friends, it's all a nightmare. I always end up fronting a bunch of money and chasing down pals to get reimbursed. And if they flake, I'm stuck with the whole gosh darn bill. But then I discovered Fanimal. Fanimal has tickets to everything, and there are no fees. The price you see is the price you pay. I love stuff like this. Get in there. Screw the man. Enough with the anal raping. Let's get some straight-on stuff here. Fanimal has tickets to everything. Not only are the prices transparent, but they're almost always lower than everywhere else. And for any hot ticket like the Governor's Ball or Lollapalooza, Fanimal is always the cheapest option. Nobody goes to live events alone, so why buy tickets alone? Fanimal's group purchase makes it easy. First, you set a minimum size for your group and choose the number of tickets you want to pay for yourself. Then you invite friends. When the minimum size is met, everyone gets charged and receives their ticket. If the minimum size isn't reached in time, nobody gets charged. Wow. You don't commit until your friends do. This is killer. Oh, yeah, and Fanimal has amazing customer service. Don't take my word for it. Check out their hundreds of 5-star reviews. The next time you need tickets, go to Fanimal.com and sign up with Tuesdays for $20 of credit toward your first purchase. Check out Fanimal and experience more. Get on it, Fanimal.
Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by, you know what I'm about to say, Sheath Underwear.
Oh, come on.
Just like your parents, some things are just better when they're separate. And now the folks over at Sheath are finally separating your dick from your mouth. Balls. Whoops.
Oh, boy.
Dick from your balls. Just kidding, Robert. We love you, Robbie. Bobby Patton.
Bobby.
American war veteran, buddy of ours. We love this son of an onion. He made underwear. I'm wearing them right now. I can tell you that. I know which ones I got on because I've been wearing them for 3 days. Butt rash. I love these undies. They are the best. They keep your dick and balls separate. They're like silky smooth, but also tight. in all the good ways.
Yes.
They're just the perfect underwear. They're my #1 underwear. You know we love them. They love us. We love them. You've got to get Sheath underwear. You're not doing underwear right if you're not wearing Sheath. U.S. Army soldier in Tuesday, Robert Patton, knew there had to be a better way to keep his dick from sticking to his leg, and Sheath was born. Comfy and cool. Sheath comes in many different patterns. You can have a pair ready for any occasion. And they didn't leave out the ladies either. My wife was wearing a pair last night.
Oh, yeah.
The comfort you guys know for your balls, Sheath is applied to boobs with their sports bras. Go to sheathunderwear.com and order with promo code TUESGAYS.
Yes.
Get 20% off your first order and Sheath's 100% money-back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code TUESGAYS.
Hell yeah.
Get Sheath underwear and let them support your balls.
Stack.
So we go down past the finish line. We're telling all the stories. This is where the bombs went off. I remember being here when I was 11. I came here when I was 15. Then we go on Newberry Street. It's almost Sarah's birthday, so we walk up and down Newberry Street. I said, get whatever you want. I'm buying.
There we go.
So we bought a few records. I bought something for my mother. It's her birthday, too. Just a great day out in the city. It's nice to feel like a tourist in your own town.
I know, it is lovely. And I love that somebody puts up signs. They put up decorations. They're all out there. I love that somebody got that going.
It's a beautiful
Somebody.
day, beautiful city. We go back. I got Bulger texting me. Mike Whitman's coming out. Bulger's hanging. The old gang.
I love it.
And then Uncle Dale comes to the show. My
Save
parents come to the
me.
show. They don't say much. My sister comes. The whole family's there.
Everybody's coming.
Just a great time. Great hang. We're in the back. It's me, Bulger, Mike Whitman, Jim Whitman. We're telling all the old stories. Remember that time Tom Dustin took the piss? Oh, my God. What about when E.J. Murphy said this? Oh, that was wild. Kevin Knox. Can't forget Kevin Knox. Great time.
Sure.
Great hang. Then Sunday, I take my nephew to the baseball game. That's a good time. My friend Canner and Bart, they come up to the game. We sing Sweet Caroline, the whole thing.
Ah, Beantown.
Then it's Monday morning. You set the alarm for 8 a.m. The game starts at 11 a.m. The only pre-noon professional sports event, which is exciting.
Now, where's the wife and all that? Is she excited? Is she like, 8 a.m., I want to sleep. I don't care about baseball.
Well, this is the first year she ever came. And so,
Wow.
I know, I've been
You gotta get
figuring
better.
It's harder than I could.
Yeah, hit the clit.
8th grade, but
Sure.
so she never comes, and I say, you have to come because it means so much to me. Don't you see? This is the biggest day of my life. I
Sure.
love this day, the family, the friends, the game, the festivities. So I say, please.
And?
And she comes.
All right.
But Sunday's her birthday, and I'd already committed to take my nephew to the game. So I'm a bad husband because I'm like, I got to take my nephew to the game. It's his Christmas gift. He's never been. I'm gay.
How's he never been to a game? What is this kid, disabled?
Well, he's 13. These kids, people, Boston is so expensive. The rest of the country, you go to like a Kansas City Royals game for $50. You can pitch.
Right,
But
right, exactly.
Fenway, for a bleacher seat, I think $125. It's a goddamn
What?
nightmare. I'm not kidding.
Ah, these inflations. Thanks, Putin.
$60 to park. It's horrendous.
Wow, this is bad news.
So it's her birthday, whatever. We take her there. We make do. Bulger comes down. We go to my parents' house after we have a big bonfire. Bulger comes down. We're playing cornhole, the whole thing.
Love cornhole.
Then the next day, it's Monday morning, and this is where Sarah starts to hit the skids because it's like 8:15. I'm like, come on,
Uh-oh.
time for a second straight day of baseball in the cold. Bundle up. You got to get up, and she sleeps till 11. She's a sleeper.
Oh boy, whose birthday is this?
Well, my birthday was about 10 days earlier.
All right, all right. This is turning Make-A-Wish territory here. We got 2 baseball games. We got ice cream. I'm sure a cookie. You pushed your wife off a cliff here.
I spent $17,000. It was ridiculous. It was just
Wow.
insane. I bought everybody a ticket. Uncle Dale came. His wife came. My niece came.
Yeah.
Cantor, Bart, my father. So it was a group of 9 of us. So you get up at 8:15. My mother starts cooking. You know, we're
that's
kicking her in the
nice.
asshole. She's
Really,
making eggs
dude?
and omelets and the thing.
That way, Deb.
And then you put on the news, you know, ABC or whatever they call it, local news.
I love the local.
Channel 7, WHDH. And they're doing all the same story. We make all the same comments. Do you have holidays like this?
Oh, yeah.
Events?
You
There
have to
go.
do it. The weather, the news, you hit the same couple of jigs.
You go, wow, these guys run 7 minutes. If I ran, my ankle would be broke. I'd be in a wheelchair the next day. I'll tell you that.
Don't get me started on shit myself. I shit myself on Tuesday, let alone on a marathon.
So, but it's fun. It's kitschy, and we haven't had it for years because of stupid fucking COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So it all feels good again. I pile everyone in my car. My sister goes in that car. I'm like, you follow me. We drive into the city. You park. I bumped into a Tuesday, by the way. He's like, hey, it's Joe List. I said, hey, how you doing?
Woo-wee, the fans are out.
So shout out. We go out to the bleachers. We're like classic bleacher creatures. I'm heckling. I'm yelling. Beautiful day for baseball. We all get sunburned.
Yes.
Then choose.
Yes.
So we watched the game. Great ball game.
Fuck.
And, they ended up losing, but it was fun because it emptied out. We all had a good time. You sing
Okay.
Sweet Caroline. Everyone's arm in arm. Picking up the ball game. All the shit. All the jizz.
Packed out.
Packed out. I mean, it was wild. Perfect day. So then I go, this is where it gets really fun, everybody. let's go down to Kenmore Square and bring home the runners.
Here, here.
And this is where you become part of something. It becomes this beautiful community because all the winners are long gone. They take 2 hours. They finished in the 3rd inning.
Sure.
You go down to Kenmore Square, and everyone's cheering, and here come the people that take 4, 5 hours to run. These are the losers. They're coming in 858th place,
Get it
859th.
together. We need a bombing for them. Get rid of them.
So they're way back, and they all put a name tag. Stevie,
Ooh,
Bill.
big mistake.
No, it's good.
But now you can heckle.
No, I don't heckle. I
Specifically, hey,
cheer.
Stevie, get your act together, you fatty.
Well, we're different. We're cut from different cloths. I'll tell you that.
What are you,
because
disabled?
I go crazy. I'm crying, tears streaming. I'm like, come on, Greg. And then it's like Mass State Police. I'm like, come on, Trooper, go Trooper. Come on, BFD, Boston Fire Department, let's go. And they were all screaming. Then I got a friend from high school, Lindsay Wolf, I think is her married name, whatever.
Lindsay Wolf.
Lindsay. So she's running, and you can track. You get to track her.
Oh, the wolf pack
And
track.
like, she's wearing this. This is what she's wearing. And then she's coming up. She's
Shows
a
what
mile
she's
away,
wearing?
half a mile away.
Oh, wow.
Well, we knew what she was wearing because of her sister.
I see.
When her sister wasn't running, she was telling us what she was wearing. So we're keeping an eye on. Is that her? Is that her? I don't know. But everyone that comes by, you're like, go Betty, go Susan, and I'm bawling. I can't stop crying. 'Cause
Oh
you
my
care about the
God!
people.
Wow, this is heavy.
It's a community, and then you're like, that's Lindsay. And we go like, that's Lindsay. Oh man, go. And
Yeah.
she's waving, and some people run through. They're doing this, you know. And so you're like, give it to them.
That's nice,
And
positive.
I'm hitting the people next to me. I'm like, come on, I'm not hearing from you. Why am I
Yeah,
hearing
little
from you?
energy, little energy.
And some people it says like Dave running for Stu because his kid died in a fire or whatever. So you're like, do it for Stu. And
Yes,
it's like,
Stewie.
you can see him get teared up. I'm like, Stu, baby.
Yes.
And we're a mile away. I'm like, 1
Stupid.
mile to go. I
Hell
was like,
yeah.
way to go. And my dad's yelling, and my sister's yelling. Cantor's drunk.
Yes.
It was so thrilling. I love it. You gotta come. You should come next year.
I'm down. I might run.
Oh my God! Of course, it makes you want to run. I ran like 5 miles the next day, 4 the next day, 3 the day after that, and I haven't run
Sure.
since. But what a day!
Wow, I got chills, Jerry. That was really something, Fatty.
Well, then after an hour of cheering, I go, and it's this weird thing. You've reached an age where, like, I feel like I'm like the leader now.
Uh-huh.
My dad's old. His
Oh,
legs
yeah.
hurt.
He's
I go, all right, folks. And I drove. I paid.
Right, right. Well, he doesn't have any bandwidth. This guy never talks. You can't be a leader with no chat.
Yeah, he threw a few let's goes. It was fun. He got a couple pops.
That's not enough for leadership.
So I go, all right, guys, back to the house. Cornhole, big fire, beers, hot dogs.
Yeah, did you relapse?
No relapse.
All
we,
right.
we pack everybody back in the car. We drive back to Whitman. We start up the big fire. We're shoving all the logs and the assholes in there. Bulger comes back down. It's me, Bart, Bulger. You know, my sister, Uncle Dale, Funkle Dale, the whole gang.
Love it.
It was something else. And then you sit around the fire, and it just makes you feel a part of something. I love it. It is just a great, great tradition. God bless New England. Go Sox.
And God bless you for not going, you know what? I'm at this marathon. I need content. Woo!
Oh,
Let
the
me film
content.
the baseball game. Hey, cousin Jeff. Hey, Uncle Dale. Hey, Sarah, who's divorcing me. We got to have a post. We got to have a tweet and a reel.
I know, but this is why I suck at comedy. I'm like, I'm out of career. I can't sell a ticket outside of
No.
Boston. By the way, I went to Boston. I sold out every show. I made about $48,000. Then I go to Buffalo. They're like, here's your $300, you piece of shit. Get out of here. Next time, do a reel at the marathon. You fucking loser.
That's the breaks, folks. The ups, the downs. Holy shit, what a tale.
Oh, it was great.
Man, that's what makes life worth living.
Oh, yeah, you take a licking and keep on bricking, whatever the fuck it means.
It's crazy that, you know, you got to cherish, because I listen to all these quotes when I'm home. I put on YouTube, and it'll be like Ben Franklin quotes, and it just has a fucking black and white screen with a fat Ben Franklin, and he just says, to each his anal. And there's like shitty music behind it, you know, and he's like, time is money, you know, and I love that. I don't know why I love quotes, because you know what's cool about quotes is a lot of them apply today.
Of course.
And they're from 1801 or whatever.
Well, the ones that don't apply today, you don't hear. I'm sure there's plenty of quotes being like, a horse up the ass is worth a feather in the nose.
I think
or
that
something.
applies. That applies. I've had a horse up my ass. It's all pipes. So, but yeah, I love quotes. Even like Alexander the Great, Alexander the Mediocre, all these guys, they all have good quotes. They all Bonaparte. They all still hold up.
Graham Bell.
Yes, Alexander.
Graham Bell.
He's never called me. But
Remember that old joke? He says, I'm working on an invention. You ever hear this joke? I'm
no.
working on an invention. Go in the other room. I'll call you. And the guy goes, go in the other room and call me. And the guy says, what's the number? And he goes, 1.
That's
That's
fun.
an old
That's
gag.
fun. I like it.
It is funny to be like, call me. Like, what do you mean? Call you.
I saw it a mile away, and I couldn't wait for it. I was excited. Good for Graham
That's
Bell.
Good fun. Someone came up with that.
Graham Cracker.
Yeah.
All right.
Graham, who's the guy?
Instagram.
Who's the Monty Python one? John Graham.
Graham
Lindsey
Parker.
Graham. No.
Graham Chapman.
Graham Chapman. There you go.
Good
He's dead.
name. He died? Oh, man. Everybody's dying.
They're all
Saget,
dead except
Louis
for
Anderson,
Cleese. Cleese is the only live one, I think.
Gottfried,
Or maybe
Chapman.
Eric Idle.
the-
Is Eric Idle alive?
He's alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Gilliam? No.
Gilliam died. I
He
think.
died?
yeah.
No.
Pretty sure.
Gilliam's cooking.
I think Gilliam's dead.
We should bet on it.
I don't want to bet.
I bet you
he died.
a chocolate scone.
He's not dead?
Gilliam's he's running around.
He's dead.
It doesn't say dead. It says he was born in 1940 and he's 81 years old.
That's
No
alive.
kidding.
Gilliam's
How
going.
about that? He betrayed. He flew the coop. He's a British guy now. He doesn't live here anymore.
But he was British.
No, he's American. He's
No, he's
American. He
American.
managed to penetrate Monty Python.
Whoa.
He's the American in the group.
Born in Minnesota.
Wow.
There you go.
I saw him on a TV thing. He had a British accent.
I think he adapted it after he's lived there since 1975 or something.
That's cuckoo. I don't like a fake accent. Who is he, Johnny Depp?
Well, I'm thrilled to know he's alive. How about that? I thought he's back to life in my head.
We got three pythons.
And Idol's alive?
He's got to be alive. I saw him on James Corden a week ago doing karaoke.
I think he's alive. So maybe it's just Graham Chapman died early.
Graham Chapman had cancer.
He had cancer, yeah. He
Graham-
had cancer?
Sounds made
Eric
up.
Idle's alive.
And then
Idol.
Cleese, and then who's the other asshole there?
The ugly
Graham
one.
Chapman. He played King Arthur. Then there's Cleese.
Huh.
Gilliam did all the directing animation shit. Then there's Eric Idle. And then who's the fucking other asshole? Don't tell me.
I don't know. I don't
There's
know.
one more asshole.
Rex Cleveland.
Let me think. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it.
Ron Perlman.
People are yelling at the screen. And they're yelling, who the fuck is Monty Python?
It's tough. These names are kind of tough to stand out.
Hold on.
The
Rhea
British
Perlman.
names. Hold on.
No, I know it.
Sid Caesar.
Tommy, Two-Tone.
Tommy.
Tim. Tom. Dave.
Tim Dillon.
Two.
It's a T. You got a T.
Ted.
Terry Jones.
What is
Terry
it?
Jones.
Terry
Thank
Jones.
God.
And
There's
another
another
one?
python?
One
Snakes
more
on a
fight.
plane.
Terry Gilliam, Terry Jones, Graham Chapman,
There's two Terrys.
John Cleese, Eric Idle. There's another one?
one more.
Is he like the Ringo? Who is this guy?
No, you'll be like when you hear it.
Oh, yeah, he's big. He's big.
Like Pete Best?
He's big.
Hold
Stu
on.
Sutcliffe. Terry Jones is the Ringo. That was quite a pull.
I see.
That was a big pull.
That was good.
Ron,
No.
Bill,
Rex,
Ronnie Spector,
Roger,
Bill,
Mike.
Matt, Murray.
It's Mike. Michael.
Jones.
Oh, Michael Chapin. Michael Chapin Carpenter.
That's close.
Michael
Mike
Chaplin.
Tyson.
Michael Chapin. Chaplin. Hold on, don't
Michael
say it.
Charter.
No,
Michael
no.
Chesterfield.
No, I read some of his book. It's a C. It's Chaplin.
That's not a C.
No,
it's
Mike
not a C.
Seaver.
Isn't there a CH?
That's growing pains.
No, you had it. Was
Michael
close.
Palin.
He's got it.
Palin.
Mike
Woo,
Palin.
Michael
That's
Palin.
why Chapin was pretty good.
Michael
Chapin was
Palin.
close.
I knew
All
the
right.
I knew the N.
Nailing
Chapin,
Palin.
You knew the long A. You knew the end.
Michael Palin. I read some of his book and I didn't
All
care
right.
anymore.
Well, that was for about 4 people.
Yeah.
And we're coming to London soon, folks, so you're welcome.
I'll be in London next week, May 19th in Soho. Not the Soho Theater. It wasn't available. And we only have 1 day of overlap.
I know. What day?
I think that whatever day you get in, I'll be there. I leave the day after.
That's a shame. What a crime that is.
I know. I was all excited. Now I'm like, I don't know who I'm going to hang out with. And text me if there's a big British podcast. And I'm talking big. Over 5,000 listeners.
Speaking of Graham, you got Graham Norton out there. Maybe you can pop on his gay show.
Love Graham Norton. He's good.
Is he?
I don't know. My sister and her sister love it. They
I
love
like-
British because their mother's British.
My mother's gay. I like Graham Bell. No, what is it? Jim Norton. He's good.
Jim Norton, very good.
All right. Well, yeah. Russell
Peters.
Peters. No.
Russell Brand.
No, there's another Russell.
British Russell?
British, he's big.
Russell.
Maybe Russell's the last name.
Russell
He's cute blonde
Young?
guy. I saw him at Gotham recently.
Bertrand Russell? Is that
No, that's a writer.
Russell.
Oh.
Clay Bertrand?
Wait, maybe it's not Russell. Give me a
Bill
comedian.
Cosby's brother? Russell Cosby?
No.
We don't know his name, and I got to figure out who it is.
British,
Professional
young,
wrestling?
cute comedian.
Jimmy Carr.
He's similar. He's in that wheelhouse. Wheelchair.
Michael Palin.
Shit. It might be Russell something.
Adam
Feels like there's too many
Adam
Russells. He's blonde. He's got a podcast. It's big.
Brett Goldstein.
No, he's
Oh.
a Jew.
Daniel Kitson. David. I put in.
Kitson's funny.
I put in young, cute British comedian.
Okay, it'll come up eventually. But we'll move on until you get it.
What'd you say? Got
Oh,
it.
Russell Howard.
Oh, Russell Howard.
Is that
I've
it?
heard of that name. That's a basketball player, isn't
That's
it?
a Russell. Bill Russell.
Yeah, Russell Howard.
Thank you.
He's cute, blonde.
Thank you.
Okay,
All
well, maybe I
right.
can get, hey, Russie.
He likes us too.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he
Likes
mentioned it once. He said, "Hey, I like you," and I said, "All right, keep moving." But cute
He's older
guy.
than you. He's not that young.
Oh, really?
42.
Wow, he looks great. Black don't crack. But either way, we're going to be in London, foggy London town, and I don't know anything about the show we're doing. It's some kind of TV thing.
Yeah, I'm meeting with the producers this week, so I'll find out.
Fill me in there, fatty, because I'm clueless. And we'll have a. I'm bringing the lady. Here's what's fun. She's a Soho House member. out here,
Oh.
and Soho House started in Inglis. We're gonna go to the Soho House.
Oh, that's fun. I'm so sad there's not overlap.
I know, Soho
Come
sad.
in early. Maybe you can come a little early.
I always do, but I'm coming in like 4 days early already, so I'm already pushing it.
I didn't know what was going. I thought I was going for 4 days. They got me there for like 11 days. I
I
don't
know.
get it.
Well, they keep doing the thing where they go, well, you want to come in a day early, and I go, all right. I hate coming a day early, but they're right. It's overseas, it's international, it's a time change. So then they go, well, if you're coming in a day early, you might as well come in a day before that because you want to get situated, get used to
Right.
the time, then have a day, then record. So
Right.
they just keep pushing it back, and then leaving. You're like, you might want to wait a day
That's
and then
what they
leave.
said.
So
Yeah,
you're
they're
like,
you want to
"Jeez."
leave the next day after the taping, and I'm like, I have a home, I have a life, I have a
Yes.
wife, and then I'm going straight to Seattle, by the way, that's 8 hours difference.
Woo!
I'm gonna be all whacked out. I said,
Yeah.
tell the kids that Funkle Joe's gonna be fucking Stunkle Joe because I'm gonna be shitting my pants and sniffing my own asshole.
You're gonna be loopy like Mike Chaplin or whatever his name is. You better get some blow or Adderall because you're gonna be all over the road. But you gotta move these kids over to the East Coast. You're losing your life on Seattle. You're like Cobain.
Trust me. By the way, his wife, who's my close friend too, she's like, the house next to us is available. And I'm like, I'm not buying an $850,000 house in Gig Harbor, you son of an onion.
I don't know. I've seen you on vacation. You drop money like Russell Peters.
I know, but also, here's the thing. Don't you agree? Because Derek's a listener. My friend Derek is a merchant marine.
D-Dog.
And I don't know if you've ever heard
He's
of
gay.
fucking Newark, New Jersey, but there's a whole bunch of ports there. It's quite a port town.
Big port.
So I want to move to the Jersey Shore, Red Bank. Did I say about the guy that's upset? He said I'm fucking up the housing market by talking about Red Bank. It's
Jesus
literally
Christ.
the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Get a life.
I wrote
Queef
back.
dick.
I'm like, how many people do you think? How many Tuesdays do you think have bought homes in Red Bank, New Jersey?
This guy, people
Enough to
complain about
send
anything.
the fucking economy up.
What a piece of shit. Kill yourself, you red bank asshole. Enough's enough. We can't get a complaint about anything.
And I wrote that to him. He wrote back. He's like, "You're more powerful than you think. I'm telling you, the house is went up." I'm like, I guarantee you. Call in if you're a Tuesday who, in the last 6 months, purchased a house in Red Bank,
Or
New Jersey,
condo.
explicitly because I said I want to move to Red Bank, New Jersey. I'm not fucking Bob Dylan.
Well, yeah, you're not Mad Money Mike or whatever that guy is. You're not dealing with money and finances and housing markets. You're just saying you want to buy a house there.
We have like 8,000 listeners. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not
What a
not
psycho.
swinging the entire housing economy.
If that was the case, you should might as well talk about who you're voting for. You'll skew the whole market.
I have, and we lost half our
There
listeners.
you go.
I still get people telling me I'm a cuck, liberal piece of shit.
Ah,
But-
man, what a nightmare.
But literally, he pushed back. Was that you knocking?
Oh,
Jesus
thank
Christ, that
God.
scared the hell out of me. But anyways, don't you think he should pack up and move to Jersey because we each have well-paying jobs? Mine is show business. His is merchant. He just needs a coast.
He needs a coast, and Seattle stinks. Look, it's got moments. You got the Pacific Northwest, you got a little nature out there. You got Rainier Mountain and a couple islands. But the city sucks. The people suck. It's all Amazon. The traffic's coming up. Move out here. Jersey's plentiful.
The shore, you got the ocean, and Gig Harbor. But it's not even an ocean; it's a harbor. It's just flat, still water.
There's also Long Island, which is a porty.
Yeah, you
porta
can go
potty.
to Long Island. You got Newark, Baltimore, Rhode Island has some people, big stories up. It's just it's a good coast.
Great coast, coast to coast, bi-coastal. Get over here. Come on, D-Man.
D-Money.
Yeah, and he's a merchant marine. You can live anywhere. I thought you guys were tough. Bring the kids. They want to grow up around nice people, not these Seattle queefs.
Exactly. So, anyways, let me plug the special. This year's material on YouTube. It's cooking. Keep coming. Keep.
Oh, where are we
How
at?
do you
We are.
get the energy, dude?
Oh,
Yeah,
What
it's
the
been over
fuck?
3 hours. Like,
Oh, you know.
subscribe, tell some friends. I got a whole shitload of dates. By the time you listen to this, hopefully I've updated my website. I really do suck at show business. I'll be in San Francisco in June, Vancouver June 11th, August. I'm Baltimore. Oh, wait, June I think is Baltimore. Anyways, I'm in Baltimore. I'm in Nashville. I'm in. Fuck, I suck so bad.
Well, you got a phone on device
I got a
there.
book. I got a book.
And a
Hold
book.
on. I brought my backpack just for this fucking stupid
Let me go
shit.
while you're flipping jizz here. All right, I'm in Oklahoma City as well as London. DM me if you got a show out there. I might see it, I might not. I'm bad with DMs. Huntsville, Alabama, Baltimore as well, Chicago, Burt Kreischer Tour, Irvine Improv, Houston Improv, Lexington, Kentucky, Dallas, San Antonio. I'm all over Texas. Palm Beach Improv, Richmond Funny Bone, Brea Improv, and Orlando Improv. Woo boy, that'll be fun. Good times. I'm at Minneapolis Pantages Theater. Cleveland has no tickets sold. Please come out. God damn it, what the hell's wrong with Cleveland? Say hello, praise Allah, get a t-shirt, get a mug, say hi to Shelby. Chuck's in a car accident. He's in a coma. And it's all pipes. Renicki.
All right, here they are. I finally got them. That wasn't so hard. June 9th to the 11th, San Francisco Punchline. I'm worried about the kooks. Somebody walked me to the gig, for God's
A lot of
sake.
kooks out there in SF.
And Vancouver, Rickshaw Theater on June 12th. Every single person in Vancouver has written to me about the kooks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have a car just drive by full speed. I'll duck and roll out of there.
Sure.
The weekend after that, Magoobies, Baltimore-ish, whatever the fuck it is, whatever town. June 16, 17, 18, Magoobies. Let's sell that one. Atlanta Punchline. I've never headlined there ever in my whole life. June 24th
Nice.
and 25th. Come out to that one. A lot of people messaging about that. Then Toronto, July 29th, one night only. Come to that, son of a bitch. Then it gets crazy in August. I got the Des Moines Funny Bone, Nashville Zanies, the Liberty Funny Bone.
Nice. Good clubs.
That's going to be
Fucking
fun.
bullshit.
And then Royal Oak at the end of September. So a whole bunch of shit. Please
Love the
get
Oak.
some tickets. Come on out and spread the word about the special. George is saying cut it. My father's gay. It's all pipes. My sister's ass.
Thank you. Come in my mouth. We'll see you in hell. Praise Allah. Comedy.
Comedy. Holy shit.
All right, it gives me great pleasure to bring this man up here. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe List!
Thank you. Wow. Thank you. That's very nice. Thanks. You gotta cool it, because no one's gonna believe it on YouTube. That's the problem. Every comment's gonna be like, fake audience. You didn't clap at all. I appreciate that, you know? That's what I like. I got a big sign with my name. I'm in the back feeling like, hey, motherfucker, what's up? And then I look and you were like, no, I don't care about this guy. It was perfect. Puts me right where I need to be for the big show. The sign was a mistake. I blew it with the sign. It's too big. I didn't realize how big it was. I mean, this is an outrage. I can't compete with this. I thought it was gonna be like a little like Joe List. Well, luckily it only cost $25,000, so I'm breaking even because of this monstrosity, but thanks for coming, guys. This is very exciting. Yeah, oh, thank you. Appreciate it. You're so nice and lovely. And thank you. No math.
Ay, gago na close ko. Anong puta.
There's no blueprint for comedy. It's the hardest thing. Like, there's a fucking guitar book written by the Beatles, so you can pick it up and go, oh, this is an A, this is a B, this is a C. But with comedy, there's not much in the learning department, like the training of comedy.
Yeah, like you can't cover another stand-up's material to practice the
Right, right.
performance aspect at the very least.
I guess you could if nobody caught you.
Could.
But there's so many elements to telling jokes on stage. You got to think of it, then you got to write it at home, then you got to do it on stage. It bombs because you're frazzled. You're going, how the fuck does that go? How did I end that? How did I say it in my apartment? Ah, and then it's over and you're moved on.
Hey guys, we'd like to thank our sponsors for supporting this show. If you'd like more info or just want to use our Tiger Belly codes, you can go to betterhelp.com/belly and helixsleep.com/belly. Enjoy the show.
Hey guys, enough.
Like it's
What's better, Segura's place or Rogan's place?
Or our
place, you gotta
watch. You gotta watch it.
Wait, Sarah, I want to bring the mic. I want to add this. Give us
Okay.
the scoop.
I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, actually,
Not gonna
I
get in
mean, I didn't do anything.
No. It's just your opinion about what studio's better. So Sarah Hyland went to Austin.
Are we on now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Every time.
she
Are we
experienced.
doing it?
She experienced, you know what I mean, a couple of new studios. She went to Tom Segura's studio with Christine, and then she went to Rogan's. Which one's nicer?
They're different.
Which one's nicer?
Why are
Which
you
one
so-
would
wait.
you rather
Why
have?
are you so nervous though about answering?
Yeah.
Because they're massive. They're like, I'm not nervous. I'm just careful, I guess. I'm careful. No, not in a nervous. They were all amazing. Tom wasn't even there.
What would
It
you
was
prefer though?
For yourself.
For yourself?
I would say Tom and Kristen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear that, Rogan?
Okay, but wait, don't. Wait.
You hear that?
Wait.
You hear that, Papa?
The food options were different though. Like you're right. Like Joe Rogan, as soon as you walk in,
Deer meat?
Meat chips.
meat chips. No, well, it's not just meat. I ate meat chips. They were literally chicken chips. They were like chicken skin chips. Everything in there is just a meat blocker. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. So you walk in and there's a vending machine with like vitamins and buffalo meat and like elk meat sticks. I'm telling you.
Here's a real fact. When Rogan as a kid saw Bambi, he got excited when the mom died.
Super hard. Super
Yeah,
hard.
just a true
My
true
childhood
fact.
trauma
Yeah,
is Logan's joy.
Yes, his joy.
Yeah.
So what's it like doing the road?
What's it like?
Yeah.
Well, first
Yeah,
off, we
fun?
should introduce her.
Oh yeah,
everyone.
go do the countdown.
Let's do a song. Let's do a song.
Yeah.
Five, four, three, two.
Sada, tall white,
Yeah.
North woman.
Yeah.
She's the North woman. We saw the Northman last night, and I thought about you when I was watching it.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be a shaman for sure.
Okay.
You'd have the headpiece. Her eyes would be gouged out. She'd have like a thing around her eyes,
Yeah.
and she'd be doing
Yeah.
Yeah, you whites are weird, right? That's what she whispers to me during the Northman.
Why you gotta
What?
expose me
No,
like
white
this?
people are weird.
That's half you, Kalila.
Yeah.
Half of you.
Yeah,
I am half white. I'm not denying my whiteness.
Round of applause. So Sarah Hyland is a very funny sketch artist, very funny stand-up, very funny podcaster. She was my ex-girlfriend. Ow. And I love her to bits and pieces. So give her a round of applause. Sarah. Yeah. So, the North Woman. Are you, do you have roots from the Viking age?
Well, I do. It's funny because I actually caught the last part of Jessica's, the podcast you did with Jessica person. And you mentioned, you're like, yeah, she has a long torso.
Yeah.
Yep. I've never been described as a long torso.
You have a very long
I
torso.
don't have a
You have a long everything. You're a tall girl.
long.
Yeah.
What do you expect her to have a short toe?
No, but when I was watching the movie last night,
Yeah.
I feel like you could do this, right? And walk through a village like that. Do this real quick for me. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be so scary.
I win.
You win.
I
Yeah.
win. Yeah, well, in lanky. That's just another word to describe me
Mhm.
for a long time.
Well, I mean,
I like to say
Model S.
you have a model.
No, you always soften the edge. You do. You actually
See,
soften.
you
No,
see that?
it's
I
fine.
soften your edge.
Yeah, you softened it up.
Yeah.
Softened it up.
I also only did women.
You do.
So anyway, so what's it like going on the road, Jess?
Okay, well, to answer your question, the first one, I
Oh, yeah,
do
go
have a
ahead.
little bit of Viking.
Oh, go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you still.
There's Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sarah.
I just feel like you could be their kid or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what side of the family is Viking?
My dad's.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell.
Tim Highland.
Tim.
I love him.
Big Tim.
What a great guy.
Because he's a tall guy.
Yeah.
He's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
He's very lanky. He's thin.
But he also has one of those faces that is instantaneously trustworthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lethgo. What's his name?
John Lithgow. That's what he looks
Oh,
like.
Winston Churchill?
Yeah. He's got a Churchill
Yeah.
vibe. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. He's like a salesman.
You know what I mean? Like, so if like, Germany was
Oh.
invading Normandy, right? I would want Tim to be on our side.
That makes sense.
Leading the ship.
Yeah, he also he played. Remember he did the Elvis thing?
He plays guitar.
Guitar. Yeah. And I just, I tell your family I said hi. I miss them. Hey, Wicca! I'm, what are you laughing at?
Why did you do it that way?
Because,
You had to learn them.
yeah, so, I did 2 weeks in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I'm on Reservation Dogs, and I hung out with Craig, Deer and Water. I met the Red Corn family. You know what I mean? And I was really immersed into the native culture. I think I have native spirit, and I found out about some of my behaviors in the past is wrong. I'll give you an example.
Let's go back.
Let's go back. So,
I like that you're going straight to the source and asking these people, hey, was this thing that I did wrong? Even though I've been telling you for a long time,
Show the
it's
picture.
wrong. He's never believed me.
Show the photo.
I'm like, hey, you can't go to a mall. and
so
just
I went to a mall in Canada years ago, right? And I'm asking you as a white person, right? And also a friend, to see if this is wrong. Okay. So I'm in.
Sure.
So I'm in Edmonton, right?
But yeah.
Only half of me can help you.
Okay.
And-
Yeah.
All
and-
of me.
Yeah. And Rick Ronson owns a room in Edmonton. It's one of my favorite clubs. But it's in a mall, and in the mall there's like a little, a Molly photo studio. And you walk in, there's 3 things you can choose from.
Yeah.
The colonial, like Downtown Abbey look, which I'm not into that vibe. Yeah. Because it's like Asians back then in that vibe, we washed the laundry. They didn't have the clothes. And then you could either be a cowboy or an Indian.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
That's bad.
Why do you still have this? I thought I took it down from his Instagram.
Yeah, where'd you get this from?
This one's
Yeah.
from Pinterest. People like to pin it for inspiration. People have been pinning this for inspiration for parties.
Yeah. It is a funny photo, though.
That's
It's
amazing.
great. The
It's a-
gun.
Yeah.
But what did you learn?
Yeah,
I learned that was wrong. That's not good.
You can't do that.
You can't
2022.
go. So I was obviously, I'm there. What I love about Reservation Dogs is, all the writers are native. Half the staff, like in terms of makeup and sound, and everyone are native. And the stars are all native, and you're immersed in it, right? And you learn about the culture. We went to an expo, an art exhibition. We bought
The
stuff.
Muskogee art market.
Art market on a
Bought a
Saturday,
bunch
and we
of
bought a bunch of stuff there. And so I was just sitting around at lunch with a bunch of people, and I go, hey, FYI, I went to a mall. My girlfriend thought this was bad. I go, I went to a mall.
Crazy or what?
This is crazy
Is
or
my
what?
girlfriend crazy?
Yeah. I went to a mall, and I just dressed up as a native person, and I took some photos, right? And they're like, that's the worst thing you could do. And I go, why? And they go, would you do that with blackface?
Oh boy.
And I go,
So what's the problem?
but no, I go, no, I wouldn't. And then I try to make arguments.
What were your? Okay, I don't want to actually
I want to hear it. I'll talk it through with you. My arguments were, and I was wrong, all right? So my arguments were, well, if they had a samurai thing at the mall, and white people did that, and then they go, what if they did the eyeliner thing with the eyes?
Oh, the
That's what you call them?
wingtips.
Yeah. I think our eyes are this so we don't see peripheral.
I mean, you did tell us the history of why Asians have small eyes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Asian? Is that true?
I have heard that periphery too. But, yeah, what's the word?
Periphery, yeah.
Periphery?
Yeah, peripheral.
What is it? Peripheral? Is it peripheral?
Peripheral.
Peripheral.
Peripheral. Anyway.
vision.
Peripheral.
And I go, yeah, that would be wrong. Then I go, what about Halloween? Like, I've seen people wear ninja.
You put them in a position to have to defend why it's wrong. It's so uncomfortable.
Right, but then Sterling came by,
Good.
the showrunner, and he goes, basically, you're supporting, rape, pillaging, oppression. And I also asked about, the mascots and stuff, and, and it completely just put me in a thing of just I get it, and it's all fucked up and wrong. And it's based on a tragic history. And, anyway, so I regret doing that. I apologize that I did that. And you were right.
1 point to Lila.
Yeah. Are you and Jen are you guys thinking about ever adopting a kid, having a child?
I mean, not now or in the near future.
Yeah.
But life is long. I don't know, but like not right now. But it's not like completely off the table.
I always thought that you would be a good mother.
Oh, yeah.
You're repulsive too.
Yeah.
I know every so and then it turns into a.
That's a very personal question.
That's okay. That's okay.
I thought it was going to be a pitch to why you should adopt an Asian baby. I thought you were going to give her.
Okay, that's a good.
We did try to have a kid though once. It was a Pacific Islander. We only tried
What's
once.
the Pacific Islander?
What kind?
You looked at me and got a little sad. You look a little Filipino boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How?
Well, we only tried. It's very expensive. So we only tried one time. Like it's literally like $35,000 for one time. For one time.
Wait. So you have to spend $35,000 to for a Filipino kid?
It wasn't.
No, no, I'm just asking. I'm just throwing it out there.
I felt that.
I'm just asking what the price
For
is.
any kid.
It's the
For any kid. I'm just saying the dude we picked was a Filipino kid because
From
I
the
liked his
Philippines.
interview. Yeah.
And how old?
I liked what he said. Because he mentioned like his mom sang the Beatles song when he was a kid. So I was like, oh, that's dope. No, I'm serious because you can't like the photos they give you are like you know a year old, so you have no idea what the guy looks like. You just go off of like you know their blood type, the things that the people in the office gave them, you know.
Yeah.
So you can paint any photo you want, but then they give an audio where you can hear the voice and like they answer questions, and that's how we made the decision for like a what did. But he was cool. He was dope. He was like a cool. I liked him, and truly like the last
How old
thing.
was he?
Probably he was in his early 20s, like when he did that. And I mean, they're all you can't be that old.
Wait. You were gonna adopt a kid from in his early 20s?
No, the guy who did the interview.
Oh.
Oh my God. The guy who did the interview was like,
Yeah, but how old was the kid? A baby?
Sweet, we're talking about a donor. Like it was a sperm donor.
I thought you were talking.
I think you thought you were talking about adopting.
Adopting a kid. So I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
35 grand.
How does a baby know who the Beatles are?
We were gonna adopt a 25.
Yeah. I'm like,
Just
I like the
like
White Album. Abbey Road is alright.
Goo Goo Gaga.
Goo Goo Gaga. Yeah.
You know, I've
Big.
been sort of thinking,
Yeah.
well, no, that's not the right thing to say because you're a very viable donor.
Yeah.
But sometimes I look at people and I'm like, oh, like that would be a good, like, should our stuff stop working?
Mhm.
I do look at people like, oh, like I would like that genetics to,
Yeah.
you know,
I
make a
think I have
baby.
good genetics.
I think you have, well, you and I do not have good genetics.
What do you mean? That's offensive what you just said.
Not to myself.
Your genetics are fine.
My genetics are horrible. I've talked about wanting to kill my bloodline many times. I come from very, very bad people.
Same.
Bad people in my family.
No, that's
Lots of.
Will you fucking
Tell
pump
her-
her
It's
up?
not that you can't. I'll always pump you. I always do.
Yes,
But you
Sarah?
have to also respect like it's her.
Yeah.
No, Bobby, no.
Yeah. No,
You know why you?
Because she's looking at it from the prism of trauma. When she looks
But
in the
it's
mirror.
still her perspective.
But
Yeah, but it's skewed, and it's not. I don't.
All of our perspective is skewed.
I know, but that's not what the reality is.
Reality is
there's
skewed.
science to back up
Let's
like
go deep.
generational
Let's go
trauma
deep.
passed
Let's go
down
deep.
from like parent to child.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, right?
Yeah.
Like, who's crunching?
You stop punching your ass cheeks. Yeah.
I just have a lot. You know, I don't have to explain it for the 10th time, but you know, you've met my family. There are murderers. There are lots of people incarcerated. There's a lot of people with very like what I think is potent evil inside of them.
Your uncle Lula, what's his name?
Lulo,
Your uncle that murdered.
Yeah, Lululemon.
Carlo.
Yeah, that's right. Lululemon. Yeah, so your uncle Carlo, right? I met him. Okay.
You kept Sarah. This is what he did. I'm
No,
so
tell-
nervous
tell us-
around.
tell the story.
I have an uncle that has killed his own brother, killed my other uncle in broad daylight with a machete.
Deserved.
Okay. Don't say that.
Well, I'm just saying, it's just like he's not like the Riddler. You know what I mean? Well, the Riddler also had reasons why he did what he did. That's a bad example.
Terrible example.
Yeah.
Zorro.
Zorro. Jeffrey Dahmer. Let's go Jeffrey Dahmer.
Zorro, because he had a sword.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Your uncle Carlo isn't a psychopath.
Remember.
I think there were reasons he was
Okay.
desperate, and there's a reason why he did what he did, and it was actual betrayal.
Right. So when we our plane landed in the Philippines, my family, a bunch of them like to greet us at the airport. But my uncle Carlo decided that he too wanted to be at the airport to receive us.
He's out of prison.
He's out of prison. He was locked up for like 20 years. And Bobby was very obviously nervous.
I would've
That's
sucked
the
his dick.
backstory.
I would've sucked his dick.
Like 2-3 years ago.
3 years
Okay.
ago.
So what Bobby did to kind of cope with the situation is he started throwing money at him, putting money in his pockets, any place that he could. He was like, "I love you. You're my hero."
If you meet Pol Pot, you meet Putin, any of these guys, right?
Yeah.
You just throw money. I have a way of doing it. You know what I mean? If I do, yeah. What do you mean? Yeah.
But do you have to say you're my hero?
That's a little too far. If you want a better sleep and feel better, that's Helix mattresses and other things.
Well, mostly mattresses.
Mostly mattresses. You guys, in our house, all we have is Helix mattresses because, my number one priority and my favorite thing to do is having a good night's sleep. Okay.
And it's so cool because we're all different kinds of sleepers. Some of us run hot, some of us are side sleepers, belly sleepers, starfish sleepers. So you can take a quiz online. It takes like 2 minutes, and they will match you with the very perfect mattress
Well, what
for
you
your
do,
body and
babe,
sleep
what
style.
you do is you take a quiz that takes 2 minutes
Yes.
to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences.
Isn't that what I just said?
Yeah, I'm reiterating that's how important.
He loves it. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's unique, and Helix knows that, all right? So they have several different mattresses models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattresses great for cooling you down if you sleep hot. Mattresses great for spinal alignment to prevent morning aches and pains. And even a Helix Plus mattresses for plus-size sleepers, all right?
And
Eric Griffin?
Oh, Lord. I'm a super achy person. So is
Yeah.
Bobby. We are also both side sleepers. So for us, we were matched with a midnight mattress. But you have the option to take that midnight mattress Lux. So you can get an even extra comfort if you choose the Lux version, which we obviously did.
Bring it home, baby.
Helix is awesome, but you do not need to take my word for it. Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress by 2020 and by GQ and Wired magazine. Just go to helixsleep.com/belly, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life.
Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/belly. That's up to $200 off of all mattress orders and 2 free pillows at helixsleep.com/belly.
You verbally said you're my hero.
Yeah.
While sticking money in his pocket.
Yeah, I whispered it while putting $100 in the pocket. You know what I mean? And he gave me a hug. Yeah, it worked. You know, but what I want to say though is that, you know, obviously you and I have. Can I say we have alcoholism or not?
Sure.
Okay.
You said it!
Yeah.
Okay.
So you and I have, you know, alcoholism. We have character defects. We have things that we don't like about ourselves. But there's so much more positive things that you and I have, right? Us three have. All of us. Have. All of us in here, right? And I think we should focus on. No kid is going to be perfect, right? And but the genetic traits that are positive that we have, right, is a good thing that we're going to pass on. Because I'm going to say this, and I know you two specifically. You know, you guys are both similar in the way that you have great empathy, and your hearts are so open. You guys are. You guys have that, and that is something that we need more of on this planet. Okay, so those are things that you would pass on, you know, genetically.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my argument. I think I'm in.
Okay. But if you adopted a kid, you could still give those characteristics to someone.
Now we're talking about nature versus nurture, and I have to say that. Can I say this?
Yeah, of
Some
course.
people are born.
Yes.
I believe, who have a disposition.
Yes.
They have the crazy gene.
Thank you. You just proved my point.
Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, but you could adopt a kid, right? That's a psychopath.
I could also produce a kid that's a psychopath.
No, you can't. You're
Yes,
not, 'cause you're not a
I
psychopath.
can. Yes,
You don't have,
I
you're not a
am.
psychopath.
Sweetie. So I could absolutely create a kid that is very
Schizophrenia.
not specifically schizophrenia, but other things.
Like
yes.
what? Like what?
Extreme OCD, ADHD.
Those are great things. Look at Rain Man.
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
Those are
they're-
great things. Yeah. Right?
A lot of
Yeah.
including myself. I've struggled my whole life with certain things.
But my argument though is this too, right? Is that I think that if you and I had a kid, right? I just really seriously doubt that we would raise a kid, and I could be wrong.
I'll call your bluff. Let's make a kid.
Okay, let's do it. And I'm gonna prove. And then when our kid becomes president of the United States, right?
Oh, it's a long.
Yeah, it's a long
thing.
long gamble, right?
So we're for 40 years.
And we're at the inauguration, right? And we have white hair. You know what I mean? I have a cane because I'm really sold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance, do you have to stand?
Guys, and now introducing Mr. President Lee.
Right.
Your son comes out.
I would do this, right? Oh, sick. I'd have an accent by that.
Yeah,
I would have to have an Asian accent by that because I'm
It'd be weird.
old. It would be weird if I did. Oh, sick. What does danza mean? I would probably say that, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
She's upset that you'll have an accent when you're old.
And you would have an accent. Yeah, Filipino. Anyway, who knows? And maybe I'm wrong, but I just think that you guys are better people than you think you are.
I don't think look, it's not about that. It's not about what I think I'm able to do as a mother. Of course, I have a very strong belief in my ability to be a kind person to a child. Obviously, because I want to adopt. I just am leaning more towards adoption versus creating my own. That's all it is. I want children. I'm not like we could still have biological children, but my whole life since I was 12 years old, I have an adopted sister, you know? I've always leaned towards. I've always told my mom, like, it doesn't make sense to me why more people aren't adopting.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That wasn't easy.
I know because I look at my own behavior. You know, just hours of Stardew Valley.
And Skyrim.
Stardew Valley. I've been playing Stardew Valley like crazy lately. I just feel like my kid could be a shut-in. With your genetics and mine, if they took some of the upper traits, they would just, just have a quarter room. And
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my god. And I saw your face in a happy place, and I don't know what to do. Ooh. Woof. Damn. Nice. And I saw your face in a happy place, and I don't know what to do. What is this?
It says easy hang, so I'm spraying it. I think it's supposed to be like cum.
What's with the finger? Does it feel sticky?
I don't want to put my finger on that. Yeah, look at that.
Oh! Well, hold on. Maybe
Rip this layer off.
do it a little bit lower,
Wait a
maybe.
minute. All we gotta get is one nail in. We're good.
Did you rip that off?
We got ketchup on it.
So this is a lunch break, another little video. What's going on today? We're doing
One nail.
we're doing
Sorry.
some episodes. We're
Yeah,
fixing
yeah.
the
Shelby
Patreon.
put up the wallpaper, so it's crumbling like 9/11. There, use this. Hit that nail.
Here, you take this.
You try to bang it in. I
This
tried
nail
to do.
this is a dainty fucking girl nail.
Yeah.
This isn't a hammer.
Hold on.
Oh, I just broke the nail in half.
Oh, good. Alright.
The fuck?
Nail in your cup.
Oh, I'm under your drink.
Oh, no.
You put a nail in your drink.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, be careful.
I've been roping.
What about tape?
I know. That's what I.
No, maybe we can check with the fat ladies up front.
Yeah. Damn it. What about the easy hang starting lower
Let's
though?
get it through here.
No,
It's not strong enough.
it's not strong.
There you go.
I know.
This nail might still be usable.
I don't know. Well, this isn't a hammer, and the nails are like my wife's nails.
I know.
A stapler. 9-inch nails.
Stapler's not going to go into this. This is load-bearing wall, Jerry. They're not going to come down.
I think it'll get in there.
A stapler? Are you
Enough for
kidding?
the chute.
This is. That's not gonna,
Oh,
you're not
yeah,
gonna
you're
staple
right.
that.
It's cement filled that wall.
Staples for paper.
then we're hammering nails.
No, it's easy thing. I love my tits.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Hey, folks, welcome to Tuesdays with Stories. This episode is brought to you by Lucy. Hey, fellas, you're a responsible consumer and you want a responsible way to consume your nicotine, don't you? If you're looking for nicotine gum, lozenges, or pouches to use nicotine to relax, focus, or just unwind after a long day, there's only one stop you should make. It's Lucy. Lucy is the best. Hey, I love nicotine. I was smoking 3 cigars a day down in Key West. It's fun, but this is a much safer way to do it. If you've been looking for an alternative to smoking, why not switch to nicotine product that you can feel good about? This is a product you can feel good. They sent us some stuff. We sent it to some friends. They loved it. You're going to love it. If you enjoy using nicotine, you should definitely check out Lucy's products at lucy.co. That's lucy.co and use promo code Tuesdays at checkout. Also, I have to read this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Remember, if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, visit lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code Tuesdays. It's time for the show.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
Nah, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Hey, folks! Welcome to the studio, Tuesdays with Stories. The house is all wallpaper. Oh, no, the wallpaper's not over the wires.
What?
They hate the wires.
They hate the
oh,
wires.
my God, do they hate the wires?
trying.
I kind of like that they hate the wires.
Yeah, suck it. We can't please them all. That's what Cosby said.
Yeah, the wires are there, but the wallpaper's up. We're in the
Looks great.
studio. The cat's dead. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm getting all this shit being the studio is List's idea. He doesn't like the cat.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to kill the cat, stuff it, put it right here.
I want to wear it on my head like fucking the Revenant.
Yeah, like a Davy Croc.
I didn't want to do the studio. I liked the house. I pushed back against the studio. Now I like the studio. We got 3 antique Jews that can hear every word we're saying.
Oh, yeah, Holocaust Jews. These guys are old as shit. They hate us. They're they know Putin. I don't know. It's bad. With we can't get a hello out of everybody. Everybody's wearing masks. They can hear us say queef a mile away.
By the way, everything that's made the pod better, I was against. Video, audio. I didn't want it to be audio. I didn't want it to be video. I didn't want the studio. I didn't want clips. I didn't want YouTube.
You got to do it all. It's a nightmare. Nobody wants to do the shit, but you got to do the shit.
It's
It
ads.
helps.
I remember I was like, we're not going to do ads. We're above that. We're better than that. And then they were like, we'll give you $6 if you say my father's name. And I was like, I tattooed it on my forehead.
Done. Yes. Love your father.
By the way, Fanny's like, would you mind doing 9 ads? I'm like, make it 20. I don't give a shit.
Bring it on. DraftKings, everybody.
Yeah.
Me undies.
Fuck that. They're like, okay, just a heads up. DraftKings, makes people poor. They take their house.
They're fighting against the Ukraine.
I'm like,
Great.
well, that's their problem.
We're in. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in China that nobody cares about. Doesn't it feel like that's weird? Like all these Uyghurs and the slavery and the Muslims and the Apple iPhone kids jumping out of a window.
Yeah, it's bad stuff over there, but I think we save money because they make the stuff, so you get a few bucks or something like that.
Those little fingers, we need them. And hey, I think they said an iPhone would be like $12,000 if it didn't have the kids cooking it.
Oh, no kidding. Well, I'm willing to watch a few kids die for a cheaper phone, but
sure.
I say it before, I'll say it again. I'll shove it in my ass and see if you come. The phone is the greatest bargain on the planet.
It's a good bargain.
Even if it's $900, these things should be cost $50,000. I'm using it 7 hours a day. I'm shooting porn on it. I text my mother the porn.
Yes.
I got the compass, the other thing.
Sure. The calculator, the tip divider. Send me the porn, by the way.
It's crazy. Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah. You can shoot a movie with these things. You got my date book. I got every joke I ever wrote. I got YouTube. I got Twitter. I got Instagram. It's a little office mate in one. It's a Palm Pilot.
It is a Palm Pilot, and
the pilot's in the audience.
Great television program.
Hell of a show. And
what a show.
The Larry David doc is out soon, so we can't wait.
Yeah, it's out now if you're listening. We can't reveal that we recorded in advance. I got a guy threatening to bomb my house because we recorded one 2 days in advance.
Well, I think we're the only podcasters who read the comments, listen to the tweets, listen to the feedback, because other people just live their life. The Theo Vaughn's having a great time with his feet up, eating out a girl with cowboy boots on. And we're sitting there going, he hated this, the soundboard, the cat, the couch, what are we doing? And I'm like, let's just ride it into the sunset.
Who's got the boots, Theo or the girl?
I think the girl. I was picturing her with cowboy boots, naked, which is kind of hot.
I don't like cowboy boots and shorts. Never liked the look. It looks goofy. I like shorts and heels. Now that's a look.
Heels on in a clan hood works. I mean, just heels all day. Step on my dick.
Heels. But yeah, I mean, also I don't read the YouTube comments. I haven't read those since '85 because
those aren't bad. I read them today.
Sure.
They like you. They hate you. They like me. They hate me. Chuck's fat.
No one hates you. You can't fool me.
It's in there. It's in there.
You can't fool me. They hate me, but that's all right. What are you gonna do? George is saying, cut it. It's all pipes. But a lot of these are direct messages.
No.
They just email me, like my email, Jerry.
That hurt. What
email.
you giving out your Gmail?
It's out there. It's out there, Jerry, and I'm loving it. You can find it on the Twitter and the Instagram. I only have one email. What do you got, the secret email?
I think so. Wait a minute. No one's emailing me.
Yeah, well, they don't hate you.
I'm getting DMs.
DMs I get.
But I'm not getting an email.
By the
That's
way,
terrifying.
somebody sent me a set of bosoms. It was pretty thrilling.
What? Chuck? Wow.
He sent me everything but that.
Well, send in more tits. What are we doing? How come he's getting tits? See, I'd rather get a little hate and some tits than no hate and no tits.
I'm getting like 70 hates to 1 tit. I mean, I got 1 tit ever. Hate is just all day, every day.
I don't know. Might
He
be
hate
worth
me.
it. It's 2 tits, by the way.
A pair, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pair.
2 pair.
Paradise. I got 2 tits to paradise. I got 2 tits to paradise. Who's that, Eddie Money?
Eddie Money.
Yes.
Somebody doesn't like the studio, but I think the show is really popped off because before I was very self-conscious. We were occupying your home and cat.
Yes, the home is tough. I got the lady folding laundry, fingering herself to the Tim Dillon pod while we're in there shouting about anals.
I know. I always just think, oh, God, she's in the other room, the other side of the wall, being like, these are retards. I'm marrying this fucking idiot. Oh, my
know.
God.
Who would marry us?
Every once in a while, Sarah will say something that I'm like, that hurt.
Yeah.
She's like, you do the Jizz podcast or whatever.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's funny. That's pretty good. I agree. I mean, it's amazing their vaginas get moist in any fashion for our faces and our vagina and our dicks.
Well, I got a balloon of lube. I mean, I can squeeze it all over. It's a big Tweety the Bird birthday balloon filled with lube, and I squeeze it.
Tweety the Bird? I think it's Tweety Bird. I don't know if you need the. Look at it. What, Tweety the accountant? Tweety the district attorney? I'm just doing Seinfeld's bit.
That bit sounds a little familiar,
Yeah.
but...
Tweety the lieutenant colonel.
Well, his name is Tweety Bird.
Yes. But we got the bird.
I understand, but like you're making fun of me for saying Tweety the Bird.
Uh-huh.
But his name is Tweety Bird.
But it's like saying
Roadrunner the Coyote. No, wait. Road the Runner?
No,
that's no good.
Roadrunner, the bird that runs. What is a roadrunner?
It's a bird.
Oh, yeah, I've seen one, but they're not spectacular. I thought it was going to have long legs and save things, like meep.
The cartoon ruined it, because you see one, it's kind of like a vagina. The first time you see a vagina, you're like, whoa, that looks different than my mom's. But the Roadrunner, it's about this tall, and it's not that fast.
Yeah, it just runs, I guess. What's with these birds that can't fly?
I know. Yeah, what is that, chickens? No wonder you're getting your heads cut off.
Roosters, penguins.
Oh, penguin.
What's the other? The pink one. Flamingos.
Flamingo. Their diet makes them pink, and they're gay.
Flamingo to hell. What do they eat? Pussy?
Shrimp.
Really?
No, they're gay. They're not eating puss.
Who eats? The skin becomes the color of what they eat.
They start out white, and then they turn pink.
From eating shrimp?
Yeah, that's all they eat.
Washington Redskin. Because I'm eating marinara and ketchup.
That's
like it's,
true.
like I'm going to the electric chair.
I should be brown. I eat a lot of gravy and vegetable soup.
And Chris Allen that one time.
Oh, yeah. That's why it opens for me. But, yeah, you're right. That is weird that they turn in, you are what you eat.
Chris will just hit me with a heavy text, by the way.
Wow.
That just drops a bomb, a heavy. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm washing the dishes.
Yeah.
He's
an emotional guy.
Give me a couple jokes to lube me up. Use the Tweety the Bird to lube me before you hit me with like, my wife's leaving me or whatever.
Right.
That's an example. I don't want to make it seem like he's getting divorced.
Oh boy, no, he's got a good marriage, but yeah, he likes to go right in. He doesn't. He's dry anal. There's no lube.
I'll tell you what text I send to him exclusively. One time he told me he wasn't into Elizabeth Hurley. Said she wasn't attractive. So every time she posts on Instagram, I send it right over there. This is quite a dame, this lady. She's like 64
Unreal.
years old. I wish that my mother was this hot.
Still looking good?
You can't even believe it. Go on to ElizabethHurley.com or whatever it's called.
Pull her
Instagram.
up.
Pull it up. We don't have anything to pull it up on. Remember we used to have that.
Oh, yeah. That was a hot minute.
That was back in the day.
Yeah, but see, here's what you can't tell a black friend. You can't go, Serena Williams, I don't see it. They go, what? It's like he said the N-word in a Tyler Perry movie. They go crazy, and they're like, what, are you crazy? Look at that ass. I'm like, I don't know. It's just not my cup. She'd break me in half.
No, Serena stinks.
I mean, I think she's attractive, but it's a lot of lady.
Yeah, no, that's not my cup of tea. I mean, Naomi Osaki, her I can get behind. I can get behind her.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't actually arrest me, but I'd like to.
No, she can hold my balls and serve them. I don't know. But yeah, we'll keep it in line. Novak.
Novak's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Djokovic.
You're gonna die.
Now, here's the thing about him. Everybody hates him right now. He won't get vaxxed. But I think in 2 years they'll forget it when he wins another whatever.
Yeah, well, if they let him play. I don't know if he's going to be able to play, and he's willing to risk the thing. And I think we talked about it off air. So I read the comments on these things, and someone's like, so what do we care? Why are you telling us? And I'm like, he didn't walk into the newspaper and say, hey, I'm not going to play in the tournament.
Yeah.
He's a famous guy.
Yes.
That's why we care.
Yes.
And you care enough to read it and comment.
Exactly.
You care.
Well, here's my question about the vaccine, and feel free to kick me right in the clit, but
oh boy, where are we going here?
I just want to make sure I got the vax, I got the boost, all that.
Sure.
I'm playing ball, but
play ball.
He won't get it. The vaccine, all it does is lower your symptoms when you get COVID.
Right.
So if he won't get it, why does that bother them? It would just lower his symptoms, and he's a healthy guy. He's obviously in peak physical condition. Certainly, he wears a shirt. And then, so if he doesn't get the vaccine, why does that bother other people? He just will have worse symptoms. Is it like a hospital thing?
Well, I guess they think it mutates more if you're not vaxxed. Then other people think the opposite. The truth is, I don't really understand either. I feel the same way. I don't get it. But if you say it, my God, they paint swastikas on your forehead and they throw dog shit in your tits because. But the guy. This is my thing with Djokovic. First of all, he had it. Second of all, he's the healthiest person on the planet.
Exactly.
And I've read a good amount about the guy. As you know, I'm a tennis fanatic, which is just a fan, isn't it?
It is. It's a shortened version.
Yeah. But fanatic has taken over as like bigger.
It's true. Isn't that funny how that works?
You're like, I'm a sports fan. You're like, I'm a sports fanatic.
Right.
You know which one's the bigger fan.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like saying he's a religious fanatic, but if he said he's a religious fan, that would be funny. Yeah, I'm a fan of religion. Just a fan. I have a flag. I go to the games.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Fanatic is
promote
like
the pedophilia. Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. I did the same thing.
But anyway, yeah, he like measures his food, and he spends 4 hours a day stretching. And he's got 3 nutritionalists and all the shit. And he's like, oh, I don't put anything out in my body outside of this regimen.
Yes, my body's a temple, like a Jew.
Who gives a shit? I don't get it either.
I don't get it. And look, I'm not trying to push back. Everybody goes, hey, what are you, Proud Boy, alt-right? I'm like, no, I got the vaccine. I just want to know why you don't, they go, well, you don't have the vaccine? Go, get away from me. I'm like, well, what does it matter about you? He's just going to have worse symptoms.
Shelby's got 2 pennies over there.
It stops the spread, too. But, like,
Does it?
It's not, like, 100%. Like, just, you can still get it but it's still, it helps.
It slows the spread.
Yeah.
So maybe if he gets it and he has less symptoms, he'll heal faster, so then he won't give it to someone else.
He won't like be on a ventilator if he gets it. He could still be like, holy shit, I'm in bed, but he's like, you're not gonna die. So, and then it stops the, it helps him not spread it too. Even if he's just walking around fine.
It makes him less contagious.
I gotta say, I mean, I was double vaxxed and boosted, and that spread like a wildfire across my whole family, who was all boosted.
But they're all alive,
Yes, certainly they're alive, but all these tennis guys are gonna be alive. But hey,
I think he'll live if he gets it.
Oh yeah, but he might spread it to someone who won't live. Is what you're saying.
That's true.
I see. Okay. But he could still spread it if he had the vax.
It helps it not spread, but it's not like 100%.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, I'm just curious because I want it to be good. I got the fucking thing. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'd like to see him play, but
oh boy, Neil Young just unsubscribed. And Joan Baez or whatever.
I'd like to see the guy play some tennis. I don't give a shit. They should. Shouldn't they vote on it? The tour should vote. That would make more sense to me.
Like the fans?
The tour, the people on the tour, the players.
Oh, the players.
He's in the locker room. He's on the court. They should just do a vote because I bet a lot of those players would be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm vaxxed. I'm boosted. I'm the healthiest guy on the planet.
Sure.
I mean, these are the healthiest athletes on planet Earth to me. These tennis players.
Of course, and so is Rogan and Aaron Rodgers. Both very healthy.
Yeah, I would say, but the tennis players even more than those guys.
Even more, yeah, they're up there. Talk about cardio. Back and forth all day with that ball.
A lot of back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But any jizz, I'm going to get a couple more boosts. I don't give a fuck. Shoot it right in my asshole. I had a great time.
Put it in me. I'm with you. Yeah, it feels good. You feel like you're doing something. You're in line. There's an Asian guy with a mask. He's pricking you. It's fun.
But you also have to respect the guy that's like, all right, I just won't play. I don't give a shit.
I do. I mean, I respect the balls, and he knows he's going to get a world of shit. We get 2 tweets. We jerk each other off and cry into the sunset. But this guy's like, whatever. I'll get yelled at.
Yeah.
I respect myself, and I have opinions, and I stick with them.
I don't understand it. This is how I look at it, and I'll get all kinds of shit for this. It's similar with guns to me. I wish that nobody wanted a gun, but we got an amendment. I mean, you got to be able to have guns. People got to shoot their parents. They got to shoot themselves. They got to shoot the bulls.
The classmates.
I'm not going to get a gun, but you guys you get guns. That's the law.
People like
guns.
Get
the guns. I wish you didn't want a gun, but you got a gun, so everyone's got a gun, whatever.
Right.
I'm personally, I don't want it. I'm not for it, and I wish no one else had one, but that's not the way. I don't get to rule the world.
Yes.
Same with the vaccine. I like the vaccine. I wish everyone would get the vaccine. But if you don't want the vaccine, don't get the vaccine. What do I give a shit?
Well, yeah, we live in a free society. You can make your own decision. Look, if you're hurting someone else, I get it. Like if you have a gun and you go around shooting people at school.
Well, that's illegal.
That's illegal and bad news.
Against the rules.
But if you have a gun and you like to look at it and you go to the range on the weekends and shoot your dad and all that, great. Go for it. Yeah.
But I think their argument is not getting the vaccine does hurt people. That's the case they're making.
Yeah, which if that's true, then get it. But I don't get how it hurts people.
Yeah, I think, what Shelby said there. But
yeah, but then, you seem a little hesitant about
and also,
it.
it's like, can you make somebody get a medical thing they don't want?
Right.
But, I mean, the other vaccines are required, the measles and the meeples and the whatever the fuck when you're a kid.
Are those
shove
required?
that right in your ass. I believe so in public schools.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So I don't know. We're losing everybody. I can tell you that right now.
We'll pick it back
they want to tune in. They'll email all of us. They won't email you. Everything you say is great. They'll email me that I'm a piece of shit.
Maybe change that email. Maybe that's the move.
Maybe we'll. Maybe it'll be. I'll change it to Joe List Drama.
Hotmail.
Hot tits.
I'll tell you, I'm
Well,
not
Shelby, they're going to find him and fucking burn his house down.
You're ruined. I'm not immune to the insults. They still hurt. I need to lower those symptoms. But we'll figure it out. Hey, how about this?
Cowboy.
I'm foggy. I'm having a foggy day, folks.
Could be from the vaccine.
Oh,
jeez.
Symptoms, side effects.
By the way, some of the anti-vax people, we haven't touched on them. A lot of them are big old retards. We got to make that clear.
yeah.
I don't want to make
yeah.
it sound like we're,
No. I'm just
I read
curious.
some of these tweets, these articles. They're dipshits. They think
Yeah.
everyone's dying. They think a third of the people have died. It's really embarrassing.
They make you gay. Yeah, it's weird because it's the similar two sides of the same anal. You know, these guys are like, if you don't get the vaccine, you're going to die in your sleep, and your dad's dead, and I'm gay, and all this. And then other people are like, if you get the vaccine, you're going to die in your sleep. So you're like, you guys sound very similar.
I think that's called horseshoe politics.
Ah, is that what that is?
You bend so far that you're actually closer to each other than you think.
Right. Like, hey, I'm very progressive, so we should segregate. You know, and you're like, wait, what? How'd we get back to segregation?
I do think it's a pretty fair argument. The pro-choice argument is my body, my choice. So if
Yes.
you're making that case,
I know,
do
that's
feel
tough.
like you got to go with that on the vaccine. Am I insane on that?
No, I mean,
It's pretty.
it adds up. It lines up perfectly.
Yeah, I mean,
But they say you have an abortion. That's my kid, my choice. You get the vaccine. Now you're hurting me.
right.
It's like secondhand smoke.
Well, what if that baby cured AIDS?
Wow.
I might get AIDS someday.
But that baby could also be Hitler with AIDS.
Right.
But I would make the same argument with the secondhand smoke as the fat guy on the plane. Now you're into my seat. So this is secondhand fat.
You're not going to die from the secondhand fat.
Wow.
Unless he sits on your face for a couple days.
Have you ever heard of a guy dying from secondhand smoke? You always say secondhand smoke, but no one's ever like, what'd he die of? Secondhand.
Well, I think that people have probably gotten something. I don't know. But my uncle went to the fire academy. They gave him a physical, and they were like, how long have you been smoking for? And he's like, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, but his grandmother, my grandmother, his
is
mother,
that right?
smoked 48 packs a day. So there's something to be said
Okay.
about this secondhand smoke.
All right, I take it back. See, that's all I want is you give me info, I'll change my mind. I'm a mind changer.
But also, I think I read this stat before, only about 10% of people that smoke for decades get cancer. So what percentage of secondhand smokers are getting cancer?
I'd say way less, 1%.
Because you think about all these people that you know that have smoked. Tom Dustin, I was going to talk about him. We just had him on. I mean, I just was with him.
Yeah.
He smokes a pack of cigarettes a day since I've known him, which is 20 years.
Yeah.
No
Doing all
cancer.
right. No cancer, yeah.
Yeah, he's out jet skiing and gallivanting.
Right, he's running a hell of a show in the Keys. And not to mention, they say your cell phone, red meat, eating ass, whatever it is, it all gives you cancer. And you're like, I do that, all three of those every day.
Oh, boy. This is a
All
funky
right.
one. I mean, we might have to just start over from
Yeah,
the beginning.
delete
This
the
is
whole
terrible.
thing.
They're going to think we're assholes.
We might as well say the N-word now and just get it in there.
What's fun is I'll get shit from left and right. I get crushed from both sides.
I think
it's
that
really
means
astounding.
That means you're doing something right. If
I
you're getting
think
shit
so.
from both sides, I don't know. I'll watch a Bill Burr clip and you read the comments like, this lefty, pussy, bitch, libtard, cum-guzzling cuck. And then the other one is like, this Proud Boy, alt-right, piece of shit, stormed the Capitol, I bet. You know, you're like, well, how'd you get both of those?
I have it all the time. I hang out with here in New York, people are like, you're a right-wing Nazi conservative
Yes,
asshole.
yes.
I go hang out with my family. They're like, oh, here comes Mr. Liberal cuck piece of shit.
I get that on the road. Don't you feel like you go to Fort Wayne, Indiana? They're like, look at this cuck. And I'm like, what? And then you do the same act in Brooklyn. They're like, oh, boy, here comes David Duke.
No, I get an astounding amount of tweets calling me a lib cuck piece of shit. I'm like a pretty moderate Democrat here. I mean, I don't know. I'm independent, actually. But
oh, is that right?
I've always been indie. I'm an indie guy.
Indiana Jones.
But I've never voted for a Republican. But now we're getting a little outside of our zone here.
Got to get back in the zone. Love a zone.
But people, I'm like, whatever. People call it. I'm like, have you listened to our show?
I know.
They're like, you left-wing piece of shit. I'm like, the people you're talking about would shoot me in the face if they listened to 5 minutes of this podcast.
People just make you what they want you to be so they can hate you. They justify a way to hate you, but you're like, you're wrong. And they're like, I'm going to keep you that way so it still validates my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
anyways, this is
let me get
goofy.
back to what
We're
I was
fucked.
trying to say there before you brought it into a political round table. But
you're right, it was me. About Djokovic not wanting the vaccine. Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is thrilled to welcome our new sponsor, Fanimal. As you know about me from listening to the show, I love live events, but I hate buying tickets. The hidden fees suck, and coordinating with friends is also a nightmare. I always end up fronting a bunch of money and chasing down my friends to get reimbursed. If they flake, I'm stuck with the whole bill. But then I discovered Fanimal. Fanimal has tickets to everything, and there are no fees. The price you see is the price you pay. Great Springsteen song. You can go see him. Not only are the prices transparent, but they're almost always lower than anywhere else I look. And for any hot ticket like Coachella, or a Lakers game, or a Celtics game, or Dave Chappelle, Fanimal is the always cheapest option. Nobody goes to a live events alone, so why buy tickets alone? Fanimal's patented group purchase makes it easy. First, you set a minimum size for your group and choose the number of tickets you want to pay for yourself. Then you invite friends. When the minimum size is met, everyone gets charged and receives their ticket. What a great system. If the minimum size isn't reached on time, nobody gets charged. Oh, yeah. And Fanimal has amazing customer service. Don't take my word for it. Check out their hundreds of 5-star reviews. The next time you need tickets, go to Fanimal.com and sign up with Tuesdays for $20 off credit toward your first purchase. Check out Fanimal and experience more. Hey, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Are you ready to feel the excitement of the conference championships like never before? Turn your team's victory into your own big win with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers can bet $5 on any team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. It's that simple. If they win, you win. Illinois listeners, we have some big news. Mobile registration is back, and right now you can sign up for DraftKings Sportsbook simply by downloading the app right to your phone. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you can still join the action on DraftKings pools, and everyone can play free all March long for a shot at over $250,000 in prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code Tuesdays. Bet $5 on any college hoops team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. If they win, you win with promo code Tuesdays this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. 21 and over. Restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
Well, I gotta tell you, I went and saw the apartment. The Fixer Upper.
Ah, the Fixer Upper. I thought you meant the film.
Oh, no, with Jack Lemmon.
Mm-hmm.
Best Picture, 1960?
60, yeah.
So,
great film.
Great film. He's a hell of an actor.
Very funny.
Him and Walter Matthau, one of the good duos. One of the great duos.
We're better than them.
I agree. So, I go to the apartment. Now, we meet the owner.
Oh, boy.
Now, this is trouble. I'm scared to even say it because he might hear this and nuke me.
But so once you buy it, then you're the owner.
Yes.
Or he continues to own, you rent?
No, we own.
You buy.
I'm buying. Trying to buy.
That's how it works. Does he get the money?
Yes.
Okay.
It's his place. But he owns a ton of shit. He's one of these guys. Little used car salesman-y. Turkish fella. You know, he's my friend, and he cuts you off, and he's fake nice, and he's fake charming, but he's just like steamrolling you the whole time, and you're polite, and you're a human being, so you're like, Then you try to talk, and he's like, what the, yes, what is, okay, so here, we need new wall here, we do that, and I'm like, well, what kind of wall are you going to put up? And he's like, my friend, we have it, don't worry, no worry for you, we got it, and you're like, I just need to know, like, can we get a window here? No, window, extra money, you don't want window, outside bad, you like wall. I'm like, wait, what? And he just keeps going, and eventually you just give up. So, we go meet him, this guy's a real piece of work. We go meet him at his place in Bed-Stuy. He's got a big realtor business.
Sure.
Me and the lady go out there. He said, I will meet at 1. Great. We get there. I get the text from his assistant. He's not going to be there until 1:45 now. He's busy. And I'm like, So now we're like, well, let's go get a bite. So we finally show up at his place at 1:45. He doesn't get there till 2. He comes in. Hello, sorry about that. You know, New York City, crazy. Ho, hey, come back to my office. And we sit in the office like, here's what you want. Here's why we can't do it. Here's what we can do. And you're just like, And he's just totally, just bulldozing the whole conversation. And then he goes, well, how about this? Why don't we go to a place, we talk it out? And I'm like, So the lady has a job. She's a 9-to-5er. So she's like, you're already an hour late. Now we're going to drive there. We could have just met there. So this guy's a real coos.
Yeah, he stinks. But it's weird because you were like, I don't want to deal with this guy. But once you buy the place, you don't have to deal with him.
That's the
right?
thing. So let me just lay it all out. The place is a certain price, but it's not fixed.
So he's saying for this price, I will give you the place and I will fix it, but it's going to be bare bones, like shitty work. Not shitty work, but it's going to be like the lowest common denominator, whatever I got to do to just get by, to code.
Okay.
But I'm not going to make it nice. I'm not going to, who knows if the water will work, who knows if the toilet will flush, who knows if the air conditioning will work.
That's what he's saying?
Basically.
Okay.
So I'm just like trying to reason with this guy, but he's so slimy and quick that I can't. He's better than me at this negotiating thing. He's a mover and a shaker. I'm a comedian.
Right.
So I could maybe get a zinger in there, and he's like, I don't understand. Joke? No. Keep moving. Whatever. And I'm like, shit, I got nothing on this guy. And so the lady will talk, and he's like, we don't listen to women. Put on burqa, whatever. And I'm like, shit. So I'm texting my guy, my realtor dweeb. And I'm like, dude, this guy's killing me. He's calling me my friend. I can't keep up. He's bitching at me. He's saying all this crazy shit. And he goes, I'm on the way. Like, yes!
Wow, on the way. That's hot.
So we are on our way. We're in this guy's Porsche on the way to the building, to the place.
Which guy's place? Wait, what?
We went to his office. Now he's like, we should go see the house.
And the turkey has a Porsche.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this guy's got 28 units all over the city.
So where's May? Is she tied to the roof?
She's in with me.
Oh,
it's the back seat.
It's a double-seater.
It's the big Porsche, the SUV.
Oh, I hate this guy. Hate that car. Hate this guy.
He's got 8 rings. He's got an earring. He's got jeans with stuff on them like tears and jewels.
Oh.
I mean, this guy's all in.
Oh, so he's like a young guy.
Nah, he's probably 50 years old. He's got 2 kids.
He's 50 with the jeans and things?
He's Turkish.
Oh, my God. I've been to Turkey.
Yeah, I want to quit this guy cold turkey, but he's in the car like, oh, you remind me of my son. I'm like, what are we doing here? I'm like, we just want to buy a place. That we don't want to deal with this, but this is part of it. So we get to the house. He unlocks the door. There's 8 Mexican guys working. They scurry. They see him, and they're like, it's like roaches. And so he's like, right here, we put up wall. I'm like, well, no, we like it open air. They're like, no, wall good. You need more room because he gets to sell it for more bedrooms. Whatever. There's all these tricks.
I hate the tricks.
So
like Fruit Loops.
We're in there, and, well, tricks are for kids. And we get in there, and I'm just like, I'm overwhelmed. My head is spinning, and then my dweeb shows up.
Oh, love the dweeb.
Love the dweeb. And he's like, wait, what? No, we can't do that. You agreed to this. We have an approved list of what you're going to do. And he's like, never read list. He's like, well, you approved it. And he's like, oh, no. Oh, maybe we can't sell to you. And now he's backpedaling. And my guy's like, no. And I'm like, hallelujah. Like, I wanted to blow him. I understand women who like this shit because I like it. Yeah. So I'm just like, thank God you're here. And I'm like, you see what I'm dealing with? And he's like, I had no idea. It was this crazy. And it was just so relieving because he was pushing back. And every time I would push back, he'd go, no. And he makes you feel stupid. And you're like, maybe he's right. I'm wrong. He's the pro. I'm an idiot.
This is like a club owner. It's just why we have agents. It's this brand of person who we're surrounded by in this office, by the way.
Yes.
I love those guys. They're sharks.
They're sharks. And he was a shark, and I got my Mako. I got a tiger, or whatever they're, great white.
A tiger shark. A what?
Already moving.
Great whites. Well, that'll probably go away.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, it'd have to be mediocre white or like you should be allowed to vote white or whatever.
yeah, mansplain white, whatever it is. So my guy and him are just butting heads, and it's great, but now we might not get the place. Because he's like, oh, I thought I was going to do bullshit work, and now you want real work. I don't know. I'll sell it to someone else. I could get $5 million tomorrow for this. And my guy's like, $5 million? Come on. He's like, I could do it. Bip.
So is there an option to buy the house for the cheaper without him doing anything, and then you guys just hire your own queef to get another shark? You get a construction shark.
I'm going tomorrow to meet a construction shark, but at the price where he's offering, we should get a working home.
Right.
And it's not that yet. There's holes in the floor. There's no banister. There's wires dangling everywhere. So we should get a decent home for what we're paying. But he's saying, you want this? Now it goes up. Oh, you want that? Now it goes up. And we're like, we want a toilet.
Right,
like
you gotta have a toilet.
Yeah, we need one toilet in this place. So he's kind of like, ooh, a toilet. Gee, that's going to be a lot of work. Pipes, that's all pipes, water spinning, shit go down, all this shit. So it's tough. It is real finagle here.
He's like David Putty. Keys, they get it started.
Yeah, exactly. He's a little used car-y. So,
God.
It's a nightmare, and here's what we think. We just want to get in the place, because the place is beautiful. It's got good bones, as they say, and it's in a great location, right by the subway, right by the park in Fort Greene, and we want it, so we're almost like, let's just get in there, and we'll put our own fucking toilet in. I'll put some gloves on and overalls and become a lesbian, and I'll install everything.
Right. Boy, this is so exciting, but they say it's the most stressful thing in the world is to buy a home.
Oh.
Because you're picturing it, you got your photos on the couch, you put an L shape, we'll have a Super Bowl party, no one will come, the whole thing.
Exactly.
So, boy, it's exciting. I hope you get it, but fuck this guy.
I know, it's tough, but you just deal with it, and then you want to just get it done and move on with your fucking life. Then in 2 years, you're going to look back and go, remember that fucking Turkish queef? That was a whole rigmarole.
Yeah, you never remember. Everything passes.
Passes.
Yes.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing through, and we'll see. We'll see. But he would have gotten one over on me if I didn't have the dweeb, and thank God I didn't go with the hot reel.
Oh,
the hot
right.
guy?
Yeah, I remember the hot guy.
He tried to swoop in. The hot guy would have been useless. He would have been like, I like those jeans. Where'd you get those? You know, he would have been shit.
Hot guy swoop.
Yes.
Good. I love a good dweeb. I love those guys. They just know it because that's us with comedy.
Yes.
We know comedy.
We know comedy.
They know finagling and working or whatever.
Yeah, and their thing is way more useful. Sure, we make a buck on the road. We go to some little rinky-dink club and tell our yuckity yucks. But these guys are men, Jerry.
Yeah.
They come in there and they are, it's like two bulls or two rams butting heads, and I get to watch, and I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm like the lady, with the towel, like, oh.
So, with jobs, Jerry.
Yes. Very exciting.
Yeah, that's great news. Well, when do you find out what happens next?
I think by next week we'll know. So we'll keep the queefs posted, the gays and the who's and the whats and the wiggles, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, it's wild. You're going to be like George Bailey over there with a house with a loose knob
Yes,
and a thing and a piano and the other thing.
I think it's haunted. There's like a Malaysian family in the attic, so Anne Frank.
Was she Malaysian?
No, I don't think so.
It's good that Malaysian has Asian in it.
Yeah, well,
and Mal is bad, right?
Oh.
Malfunction, Mal-Asian.
Mal-Asian.
That's a bad Asian.
What about a Caucasian? That's got Asian as well.
That's
and a cock.
That's a cock with a massive dick, I think, which is rare.
Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Native Deodorant. Who has the time to read that long list of ingredients on the back of the bottle of deodorant? Some ingredients I can't even pronounce. If you care about what goes into your body, then it's time you've tried Native. Every Native product is thoughtfully formulated to keep you feeling and smelling fresh all day long. I'm wearing it right now. We got a bunch in the house. We just keep them in the medicine cabinet. I use it. The lady uses it. The smells are great. It feels good. It's good for you. This year, Native has something sweet in store for their customers with their new collaboration with Baked by Melissa. Woo-wee! Made up of scents inspired by their signature cupcakes. The collection is available across all Native personal and care products. If you still haven't tried Native deodorant, here's all you need to know. It's aluminum-free, offers 24-hour odor protection, vegan and cruelty-free, and is made with naturally derived ingredients. Why wouldn't you want to smell delicious? With over 1,500 five-star reviews, it'll keep you fresh all day long. Smell and feel fresh all day with Native. Get 20% off your first order by going to native.com/Tuesdays with Stories or use promo code Tuesdays with Stories at checkout. That's native.deo.com/Tuesdays with Stories or use promo code Tuesdays with Stories at checkout for 20% off your first order. Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Manscaped. You smell that? I think it's your gross, disgusting, filthy balls. Manscaped is sending you to the showers while you're there. Manscaped is turning men's shower dreams into their favorite routine with all the new Ultra Premium collection. Save big by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code Tuesdays. You got that, folks? Get your day started by trimming those wayward hairs with the waterproof lawnmower 4.0. I love that thing. It's got a goddamn light on it. Lather up the cologne-infused Ultra Premium Body Wash with aloe vera and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean and moisturized all day. Next, apply the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner that cleanses and nourishes in one step. Use it anywhere you got hair. Now, to keep that BO at bay, use their aluminum-free deodorant. It dries clear. Have tattoos or dry skin? Hit your skin with the hydrating body moisturizer spray. And before you step out the door, apply the Manscaped Lip Balm. Who told you to put the balm on? They're a free gift to you.
Missing middle.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Tuesdays at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com and use code Tuesdays. It's time to get wet and clean with your new Manscaped shower routine. Get on it, folks.
Already moving.
Okay, so
Wow, that is wild stuff.
yeah, we'll figure it out, but I'm just keeping you abreast.
Oh, I
The
love it.
whirlwind.
Yeah, and aside.
No, you remember this morning? We got back. Sarah and I were in Key West. I'll get all into that. But
Go back today?
well, last night.
Okay.
Yesterday. So we get back,
You've been shut.
and then this morning, you know, I'm like, hey, why don't we do a little fucking, little get back at it, you know?
Nothing wrong
First
with
thing
that.
in the morning, you know.
On
So
my
you
way.
fuck first thing in the morning, and it's great, and I come, I jizz, I
But
feel
this isn't
great.
one of me.
Hell yeah.
Ain't enough.
Because I'm having the re-entering. It's like the
I go.
astronauts coming back to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I'm in Key West for 4 days. It's 80 and sunny every
Of
day. I'm
course.
swimming in the
No
ocean. It
expiration
heals.
date on
I'm
this.
riding a bike everywhere at night. The shows are fun. I'm hanging out with Tommy Dustin, my
coin
best
Are you
pal of all
fucking
time. I've
kidding
known the
me,
guy
man?
25
The
years
arrow
now.
flies.
Great guy, funny guy.
And we're just having this
Step
great
ahead.
time. I'm smoking like 3 cigars a day.
baby.
The sun is setting. It's purple. We had a back porch. They got a
Taste my
condo now.
arrow.
It's amazing.
You're like Hemingway out there.
It
Don't
was
kill yourself.
beautiful. I didn't write anything. Did he kill himself?
Oh, shotgun to the head.
No kidding. Good for him.
Yeah, he earned it.
Baby shoes for sale, never worn.
On
So
my
I'm
way.
smoking the cigar. The sun is setting, and
Hemingway.
now I'm back in
Of
New
course.
York, and you have that like back in New York. I got a podcast. I got
Yep.
an email. I
Already
got a.
moving.
It's 40 degrees, the whole
Yep.
thing. So I'm having a hard time readjusting.
It hits you hard.
So I'm like, let's fuck first thing in the
I go.
morning. Great sex, jizz. Then you ever have this? I'm like, now I lost the sex
On.
card.
No.
'Cause we're not gonna
what does
fuck
that mean?
twice in a day. Maybe you fuck twice in a day.
You could do
Diary
that.
ahead.
Yeah, she's not fucking twice in a day. She's 85 years old.
Yeah, good point.
But you know what? Now I don't have any sex to look forward to. If I didn't have sex in the morning, right now in the middle of the podcast, I'd be like, "Hey, I can go home and have sex."
Right. That's
But we're no twofers. I don't know about you. I mean, we've been together for 11 years. She's 75 years old. My dick is tiny.
Yeah,
We're not doing
yeah.
2 in a day.
2 a day's no good.
I mean, maybe if we're in the Bahamas or it's a wedding or
Sure.
she's asleep,
I've got
whatever.
on.
Sure.
But now I don't have the sex. You play it early in the game. It's like a board game.
Right.
Where
you
you're
can
like,
drop the
blow
slammer.
me or whatever, the slammer.
Yes.
And then later on, you're like, yeah, I wish I had that.
I'm way ahead.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it does, but I'm also like, but you got laid. I don't know. It feels like you're asking for a lot here.
On
You
my
got
way.
laid, and now you're like, oh, I can't get laid again.
Well, it's the addict. It's the drug. It's like I did all the blow. And then at 3 in the morning, I'm like, I need another boost, but I got no boost. I did all the blow.
You snorted the cunt.
So it's like I was all blown up for the first half of the party, but now the party's dwindling. It's sad again. It's cold. It gets dark early. The homeless on the train are still scary.
Terrifying. You can fuck them, I guess. That might help. But yeah, no, you're right. I get it. But you know what? It's interesting what you bring up because they always say, eat the frog. You heard this?
Eat the frog.
Yeah.
From
And-
Frogger?
And the ass.
Eat the fly. No, from Frogger. Frogger
yeah,
episode.
yeah, slippery feet.
Already moving.
You look like a frog, but he said
Great
eat the
show.
frog is some one of those Buddhist, Asian, Malaysian, Caucasian sayings where they go, eat the frog in the morning. Do the worst thing in the morning.
Oh.
And then your day is better. Just it has to go up.
No
so it's
kidding.
like, kind of like this brilliant, one of those motivational queefs has the whole thing. But you did the opposite. You fucked the frog.
Yeah.
And so now your day is only going down because you started with
The arrow flies.
jizzing.
Yes, I jizzed. Jizzed early.
Yeah, you jizzed all over the frog's face, and now you got nothing.
That was fun. The idea. I like the idea of making animals eat your cum. That's kind of fun.
Oh, I love that because the dog will eat it.
Your middle tower is
No
under
doubt about
attack.
it. You jizz on a couple Alpos.
Here,
It's
have
just
an
gonna
arrow.
go to town.
Right.
I
What's
might
an
like
alpo
it more.
cube?
You know, like a kibble and bit. Kibble and jizz.
Is it alpo? I don't know dog food.
Urina, Alpo, the other one.
Nabisco?
No, that's a
Have an
cracker.
arrow.
You know, Nabisco is the two guys' names. They put them together. It's like John Naples and
As the arrow
some shit. Some shit.
That's Miramax too.
Is that right?
Parents. It's Mira and Max with their parents.
Ah.
Yeah.
Who names shit after their parents? Get a life.
Yeah. Wow. Right.
Middle tower
But
is under attack.
Yeah, was it? Oh, yeah, that's him.
he's a bad seed, but you do. But
Bad dick.
Enemy's bottom tower.
Yeah, weird dick.
ah,
So did Epstein.
And Hitler had one ball. So maybe there's something with weird dicks.
Yeah, I guess so. We gotta stop body shaming.
Oh, yeah, the dick will really. Women will talk about an uncircumcised dick and be like, oh, it was so gross, it was hideous. But then if you call it fat, they're like,
Got my
you
wind up.
just destroyed that hood, that hoodie. Over
Yeah, good point.
there.
On my way.
Anyways, Shelby, you all right over there? I don't know what's going on. We might not be getting any of this. I mean, Shelby looks like he's
Try
reading
this on
Mein
for
Kampf
size.
over there. He's just like pulling his hair out. He keeps twitching. I can't tell what's going on.
I thought that was a good book. What are you talking about? But yeah, you had the morning sex.
So I had morning sex. But anyways, let me just get right into Key West here because I was down in Key West, Key Best, Key Weird, Key Worst, whatever you call it.
Sure.
Well, what do you think about Key Weird as a nickname? Some guy kept saying it. I was like, that sucks. It doesn't rhyme.
Read. People are obsessed with their cities being weird. Keep Portland weird. Keep Austin weird. Why? How about make it fun or interesting or nice people or gay or whatever? Why weird?
And once you start calling it the thing, it's not the thing anymore.
You
Now
got
you're
that
just
right.
being weird. Now it's
Yeah.
like,
I'm way ahead.
we're weird.
Right. It's like when Lizzo goes, I'm so hot. You're like, you know who doesn't say they're hot is Giselle.
I go.
You know, I'm just saying, like, if you have to keep telling us, maybe it's not that thing.
It's like the old Margaret Thatcher joke. With this one's very offensive now. I haven't even thought about it in a while. She said, being a woman is like being a leader. If you have to tell people you are, you probably are not.
Ooh.
That one, I mean, they would fucking hang her in Mallory Square for saying that.
You got that right, but I get it.
It's a fun,
Of course.
fun quote. I'm quoting. Don't, don't email the club or whatever. But anyway,
She was a big feminist figure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she ran a country for God's sake.
There you go.
I don't know
My-
which one, but one of them.
Yes, my mom liked
On
it.
it.
My father's kid.
Your middle tower is
So,
under
anyways, Tom Dustin's got the best, and Joe Medaus. I don't want to sell Medaus short because he's doing a whole bunch down there too. I've known both these guys my whole life. It's weird. I've known Tom Dustin more than half of my life.
Your
Ah,
middle
yeah, that's how
tower
it
is
goes.
under attack.
He's a great guy. Hilarious. I mean, you hang out with the guy and just hang out. He's walking down the planet. The accent is funny. His face is funny. His words are funny.
Funny guy. We're playing, 20 questions down there with Chuck Dusty invented. Slayer's been playing it for years, our whole life. But anyways, when you think you have it, you have to ask a question and narrow it down.
Sure.
And I had the guy, I can't remember who it was, Emilio Estevez or something. Sarah goes, does he have pointy ears? I go, no. And Tom goes, does he want them? Because thought it was Spock. It was a fictional character. I don't know who the character was.
I see.
But it was a funny line. Does he have pointy ears? No. Does he want pointy ears? Who wants pointy
would you
ears?
want it?
Why would you narrow it down? Anyways, funny guy. So we go down to Key West, and I'm all excited because I love Key West. Tom and I went there for the
magical.
first time in 2006. We were roommates, inseparable back in the day.
Yeah, and you got the story about it. I think you told it on the stage.
We
You
told
did,
it on
bro.
stage. It'll be up on the YouTube. It's fun. It killed. It was so fun.
Tweety the Bird.
And a whole bunch of fun lines in there. It was quite exciting. Anyways, we go down there, and now they have a condo, so we have like a badass condo. It's like an A-frame thing, and there's a back porch, so I'm smoking cigars. Great time.
I love it.
Tom's girlfriend, Kristen, she's great. Sarah comes down with me.
I'm way
So
ahead.
it's just beautiful every day. And, you want to go on these adventures. So we're going swimming in the ocean, the whole thing, biking, beers, cigars, food, the whole thing.
Yes.
He's got a bocce set. They got bocce ball down there.
Oh, I love bocce.
Love a good bocce. So we go down to the bocce courts, and they're right off the beach. There's like a beach, and then the main road, and then bocce courts. So there's a beach. There's beaches,
I
yeah.
always thought there was no beach in Key West.
I think they're man-made.
I'll take that. One small woman.
But there's a couple beaches. I found one, Fort Zachary, which is an old fort from the Civil War, and then they used for World War I, World War II. It's a state park. They got a beach there. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
okay, good to know.
Beautiful discovery down there. Then they got another big man-made one on the coast. Coastal Beach.
Yes, I love a coast.
Likes the beach.
I love a coaster.
You like a coaster? You don't like a coaster?
I don't love a coaster. Make the whole
fun.
table a coaster.
It's fun to toss.
That's true. And they say funny things sometimes.
Your middle
There's like
tower
a tip
has
somewhere.
fallen.
It's a good coaster.
That's not a bad coast. You don't even want to put a drink on.
Sell coasters.
Yes.
A nipple with a nipple ring on the back. It says, vote for Cuomo or whatever.
Right.
Not the homo.
Yeah.
The enemy's
Crazy. That
top
was a
tower
Subway
has
ad.
fallen.
Koch
Your
versus
middle
Cuomo.
tower is
He said, vote for Cuomo, not the homo.
That was a Subway ad?
Subway ad.
Wow.
The Subway sandwiches.
What a town.
Raining
Well, yeah, the Subway sandwiches, their ads got way weirder. Hey, you like a tuna or a kid? We got him.
$5 foot long.
That guy was a fat pig, and then he lost all the weight, and then he fucked a kid.
Yeah, not cool.
Nah.
Subpar behavior, if you ask
Stay
me.
fat.
Arrow
All right, but yeah, Key West. I want to go down there, but the crowds are a little rowdy, and I just get drunk the whole time, and then I'm like, what did I do that for? I don't remember any of it.
Well, you got to go down there. I mean, this was they opened up the seating. They added seats. Now they're my buddy Matt Lever, who's a Tuesday. He's going down there to saw the bar in half and move the bar. They're going to add even more seats.
Whoa!
I mean, this is really something down there. I remember talking to a club owner who was like, "Oh, your buddy's open to Key West. You can't do comedy in Key West. It doesn't work. I've tried it for years." And I'm like, "Well, you didn't have the secret weapon." Tom Dustin.
Tom Dust.
He's the mayor down there.
Hell yeah, he really is.
He's every guy who goes, oh, there's Tom Dustin,
Yes.
Comedy Key West. He's one of those guys.
And he started. It was amazing because a lot of people go. I always say Key West is like New Orleans. If New Orleans fucked a Red Lobster, because it's boozy, musicy, but it's beachy. We don't have the beach there, in New Orleans. But New Orleans is a shit comedy town. Because you want to get drunk, you want to party, you want to get sloppy, you want to listen to music, you want to get a guy in a headlock, fuck a lady or cougar or whatever. And Key West is similar, but it works.
Yes, it's hard because you do have to be a little bit party starter.
Yes.
Because I'm doing jokes about suicide and my father's asshole, and they're like, what?
Right.
Because they've been drinking whatever's all day.
Yeah, they got a coconut drink. They don't want to hear about your therapy session.
Exactly. It was one of those ones where I'm like, you ever think about killing yourself? And the guy goes, no. Literally. It's like,
Wow.
no. And I was like, oh, well, it's a joke anyway. Whatever.
All jokes.
Pipes. But anyway, so we go down there, we go to play bocce, we get the bocce ball set, and I'm like, yes, let's go play bocce. I love bocce. Plus, when you have a big show, you don't want to go too crazy. Sure. You don't want to be in the sun all day, hiking, whatever.
The show is almost a hindrance. You're like,
Exactly.
The show is ruining this weekend.
The show's in the way. So we take the bocce, we go down to the bocce courts, and it's wide open. We're worried about leagues.
Oh, wow.
But no leagues today. We got the court to ourselves. We're all excited. Sarah's never played, so it's me and Sarah versus Tom and Kristen. Then we mix it up. We do boys versus girls, of course.
Sure.
And but there's a group of, now you know me with the homeless. I got some problems.
They come after you.
They got problems with me.
Yeah, you got
I got no problems with them.
5-head of yours.
Yeah, so they're all sitting over behind the court, about 20 feet back, picnic bench. There's about 7 of them over there.
Okay.
And so right when we get out, I'm triggered. I'm like, oh my God, here we go with the homeless. They hate me. There's something about me.
Yes. You got to look for these hobos. They don't like it.
I guess. I don't know what it is, but so we go over there, and I think they might be a little unstable, if you ask me, some of these
I
guys.
can see that. Well, the drug abuse, the mental illness, the no showering for 6 years.
Right. So, but enough about Tom. So we go over to the bocce court, and we start the game. We start playing, and I'm having a great time. Yeah, I mean, you know me, a game I love.
Love a game, competition. You're in the sun. You're moving. You're shaking.
If you got a game, shove it right up my ass. I want to play tennis. I love cornhole, softball, bocce ball. 20 questions, the movie game.
Who's in my mouth? Whatever it is.
Anything you want to play, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
I'm down, Jerry. I like to play, and I flourish. Yes. So we're playing the bocce thing. It's a good time, and of course I got to piss. You know me. 17 green teas, 48 waters a day. My father's gay, drinking beer. So I'm like, I'm having a great time. We win the game. I got to piss.
For a sober guy, you piss more than a boozer.
We were talking about like if I drank,
Oh.
I can't even imagine. Can you imagine?
You have to get a diaper, a catheter, and a hobo's mouth.
I would just be pissing my pants constantly.
Yeah.
So I go over to piss. There's a little area to piss, I thought, but it's locked, and I can see all the homeless guys looking at me like, hey, that's our couch over there.
Right. But you're the gazelle. They've been waiting for you to break free of the pack.
That's right. I'm a gazelle.
You got a bad leg.
I'm Joey Gazelle. So I go, I come back, I go, listen, there's no bathroom. And then Kristen, John's girlfriend, she goes, hey, I got a piss too.
Okay.
So now I got a piss partner.
Piss park.
Love a piss partner.
Yes.
But then Tom rented a Jeep, and he goes, take the Jeep. And she goes, well, I've never driven a big rig Jeep thing. Big rig. And Tom goes, all right, I'll just drive. So I go,
driving to piss?
We're driving to piss because we're in the middle of nowhere. It's hobos, a highway, and there's like a nature preserve. I can't piss on a parrot.
Who?
A parrot.
Parrot head. Yeah. Well, I guess there's no palm tree. I guess you can't piss by a palm tree. It's too thin. Your dick can come out the other side.
Well, it's very open. Then there's the beach, and then there's the hobos.
Yeah, it's
too open.
And then she's a lady, which was nice because if you're a man, everyone wants you to piss. Everyone wants a man to just be able to piss everywhere.
It's true. It's one of the perks.
It's a perk, I guess, but I can't piss with you in the room.
You got stage fright?
I got mental problems. I can't
see.
come if my wife is in the room. I can't piss if you're in the room.
That's going to be a problem with the wife. I need to come in front of her butt.
I can't shit unless my dad's going.
Aha, that helps. Your dad is very laxative.
Oh, yeah. Mustache.
Too conducive for shitting. Get the part turned.
But I think, we talk about women have it hard, men have it hard. One of the hard things about men is everyone expects you to be able to piss.
You got a point.
I'm like, I don't want to piss by a tree with fucking cars and a garage.
Speaking of that, I think your dad's around because I got a mean log cooking here. That was a chili, a stew, a chowder.
That did not sound like a log.
No, that was a cauldron bubbling.
Sounded like a log going over the waterfall. That was bad.
Woo, boy. Call the paramedic because I might need a cork.
Of course.
I can't go on like this. I'm
sorry.
concerned about your well-being.
I had 2 cups of coffee. I drank a bunch last night. I'm foggy, Jerry.
Yeah, bad fog. Fog of War. Great film. McNamara. So anyways.
A fog in the wheel.
So Tom goes, I'll drive. And Sarah, she likes alone time like me because she's a psycho. So I go, why don't you come along? And she goes, well, I'll watch the ball. You got all the ball.
Yeah, ball watch.
So I go, all right, I feel a little nervous. We're leaving her with the hobos right over there.
She's got the balls, though. They're weapons.
I don't know about that. But so she goes, I'll just look at TikTok. So we get in the van, or the Jeep, drive down the street, find the bathroom, and as soon as we pull back, I'm like, my life gets raped by 11 guys right now. I mean, that would be hot, but it's still a bummer.
Sure. And they might be better than you at it.
Yeah, I gotta assume.
Yeah.
So we go, we take a piss, we go back, and so now I'm anxious that she's going to be dead. We get back, and she's fine. She's still sitting there. We're talking, but she goes, by the way, things have changed a little bit.
Uh-oh.
2 additional people have shown up.
Oh, boy.
And something happened. They all are just screaming at each other. It's like a Royal Rumble over there.
Oh, wow. So they hate each other.
Yeah, so
all right.
It's fuck you, fuck your mother. I've lived here for 35 years. Well, fuck you. And one of them's a woman with a pink dress and big tits.
Uh-huh.
And they're going, get out of here. You don't know. And it's just a lot of yelling.
Sure.
And I don't know. I guess I'm a big bitch. I'm triggered because I've had the Austin incident, the Salt Lake City incident, several New York incidents.
Subway,
yeah, my father's gay, so
Cuomo.
I'm just like, hey, why don't we just pack it up? We'll play a different game.
Sure.
We can go to the beach. We can play volleyball is over there. We can go to the bar. We can go to the restaurant. We can go swim in the ocean. How do you feel about this? I'm like, why keep playing bocce when there's 11 people outside of their minds screaming and swearing at each other right there?
Oh, I'm totally with you. Because also bocce, you got a couple of honkies playing bocce. It's a little triggering for them. Like, oh, these guys think they're better than us. They got a team. They have the lead for piss. Who do they think they are? Some elite class bullshit, So they're going to get mad at you because they hate themselves, and now you think you're better than me.
Plus, my enjoyment level has all the way down here now because there's hornets in the car. It's like somebody tossed a hornet's nest into the Jeep and they closed the roof.
So true, but these hornets smell like feces.
Yeah, so it's a whole thing. So there's all this screaming, and I'm trying to go, you know what, it's over there, but now bocce, they're behind. Every time we're on this side of the court, we have our back to them. I don't like my back to somebody.
No, get out of there. I'm with you. What are you going to fight 12 guys covered in AIDS? What's the point?
Thank you. You always get me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like the tits and the pink dress, but hey, you can't win them all. Sacrifice the tits.
So now I got to roll, and I immediately stand over here so I can keep an eye on my wife's ass and make sure no one's shoving anything in there. So then we're playing. I'm trying to keep it cool. Nobody else can, because they're all Key Wested out. They're like, don't worry about it, man. They got that Key West vibe.
Right.
I grew up in Boston, living in New York.
Oh, yeah, neurotic, on edge.
Well, here's my other thing, and maybe you can speak to this too, because part of it's like, is this because my parents are pussies? But also, like, my whole, from 18 on, for the 7 years I was hanging out in Boston, and like, every night there was a melee.
Same.
A bottle in the I saw a guy smash a bottle in a guy's face.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a guy knocked out, and the guy just kept punching him in the face.
Yes.
So I know where shit can go.
Oh, yeah. And these guys have no governor. They're not going to go, well, we should ratchet it down a notch. They're going to pick up a bocce ball and shove it right in your pee hole. They don't give a fuck.
That's how I feel. So at the first sign of I'm like, oh, let's go to the place. And there's not
what's the upside? Let's say you do fight this guy, you beat him up, you nick a knuckle, now you got AIDS, you know, and you're gonna beat up a hobo? This guy's deranged.
I don't know, they're deranged.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. There's no upside. And if you're not having fun, let's go out and have fun around our own, you know, brethren with homes.
So that's how I feel. Now, keep an eye out where this goes.
Uh-oh.
So now Hibachi, the lady in the pink dress, the new hobo, who I'm not even sure is a hobo or if she's just a Samaritan. I don't want to say good. You never hear about Samaritans. They're not good.
That's true. There's a bad Samaritan, right?
They're mediocre Samaritans?
Right, right. An okay Samaritan.
There's got to be some regular Samaritans
Well, what
walking
is
out
a
there.
Samaritan?
I have no idea.
Is it like a civilian?
I don't know.
Because if it's a Samaritan, why do we need the good? If Samaritan means good, why do you need the good? It's like Tweety the bird.
Hey, let's go again. Shelby, can we get on that? What's Samaritan? What the fuck does that mean?
Give it a good. Oh, you already on that? Wow.
Person.
I'm the opposite of Samaritans. Because I'm like, they're in distress. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Shit, Samaritan. Anything Terrian is good.
Yeah. I guess so. Pedophile, Terrian. Yeah. Pterodactyl. Yeah. Terrian is good.
So listen to this. So now
Please.
we're playing bocce. We're on this end of the court. When I'm on this end of the court, I'm not as worried because I can
Yes.
see we got a good 75 feet. But when that in the court, now our backs to them, we're close. And
Okay.
there's all kinds of screaming going on. One of the guys comes over. He sits on the bench next to him.
Oh,
But-
you see?
But he feels like a guy who's been shamed by the one antagonist.
Okay.
This guy sits next to us. He's just going, you can do it, you can do it. He's like one of those guys. So I'm like, okay. It's all right, but you never know. It can change quickly. Another big dress lady with the huge tits comes over, and she's carrying a pipe, like a corkscrew pipe. I don't even know what this is for. And she goes, hey, just to let you know, he's threatening to come over here and beat you guys with this.
Whoa!
You gotta call the cops. You should call the cops.
Whoa,
He
this
says
turned.
he wants to beat all the tourists. He's swearing, and you better call the cops. And I'm like, all right, that's a wrap. You guys win. Grab the balls, leave the balls. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm ready to run home. My underwear is filled with shit.
Sure. And you called it. You profiled, you judged, and you were correct.
Yeah, well, they didn't see it that way. My friends, who I love more than life itself, are like, we don't have to worry about them. Don't worry. They thought she was nuts. I thought she was my mother. I was like, thank God. I wanted to give her a piggyback home and eat her out with cowboy boots on.
She's a great Samaritan. She's a good Mother Teresa. She's a messenger.
But she's like, okay, suit yourself. And I understand she's probably a nut too. Maybe she's cuckoo. I don't know. But that's enough porn. I'll heed. I'll heed. I love a heed. Yes, my best friend's a heed. But I'm like, all right, that's the end of the game, right? And Tom's like, it's 7-4. What are you talking about? And I'm like, come on, pipe.
Yeah, she has a pipe, literally.
It's all pipes.
Corkscrew. What are you, crazy? He.
And they're like, don't worry about it. And now the cheese stands alone. He's scattered everybody because they're all afraid of him. So now it's just this one guy, and he's on the bench like a gargoyle, really watching us.
Oh, if it heeds, it bleeds.
I'm just like, okay. So now I'm like, your turn. Like I roll it like I'm 40 feet from the Bellino or the balloon knot, whatever the hell it's called. And I just go, okay, let's move down the other side.
Yeah.
And I'm like adding, every time we keep score, I'm adding points. I'm like, I think it's 10-8 you. And they're like, it's
you
4-3. I'm like,
Right.
I don't know. I think it was 10.
Right. You can't enjoy.
No enjoy.
The whole thing's ruined. This guy's got a bad vibe. You can feel the vibe. He's staring a hole in the back of your head. Get out of there.
That's how I felt. And as soon as we packed up and got in the Jeep, I was like, woo! And now I'm back to Joe.
Yes, Joe's back. Good to have you back.
The sun, the breeze, the thing. I'm like, yes. And like I said, it's not like we're in wherever where there's one thing to do. I'm like, we could water ski, we could jet ski, we could scuba dive, we could go airplane hangars, whatever.
Sure. What's that one? Parasail.
Yeah, Tom and I did that way back. It's pretty.
Is it boring?
It's pretty gay. It's pretty boring.
I'd rather a pair of tits, but it just feels like once you're up there, you're like, now what?
Yeah, well, the thing is, it folds up because of the umbrella. So you're really crammed in there, and you're like knee to ass flush tight like this, and there's no action.
Right.
I need a thrill. No thrill.
I guess it's a view.
There's a good view, but that television program stinks. And
Sure,
it's a
whoopee.
view, but you're like this. Wow, that's something.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
All right,
I'm more of
all
a
right.
jet ski guy. I want to.
Love a jet ski. Boy, that's not. I feel guilty jet skiing because I have so much fun. Is that that's something with the childhood? But I'm
I
like,
think
I
so.
shouldn't be allowed to be having this much fun. Who am I? Who am I? Fucking, Bernie Madoff? Why am I allowed to do this?
Maybe you had fun.
Oh, yeah. What are you kidding?
I never read too much about him.
Oh, don't you love when a name lands perfect, like Madoff?
Oh yeah.
You never caught that?
No, never made off.
Bernie Madoff, Anthony Weiner.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple that just fall right on.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I had another one I loved.
Well, there's the shitter guy. What's his name? John Dump.
John Dump. I don't know him.
Hey, I said he mentioned before that his name's Shitter.
Oh, I think it's John Crapper.
Is that what it is?
I think it's John Crapper. You got John and Crapper.
Yeah, it's something like that. John Shithouse.
Give that a Google, yourself.
Yeah. I think it's Stevie Byrne, Dirty Bud, something like that. I think it is Crapper. I think it's John Crapper. Then you go to the John.
Yes, Dick Butkus. There's a couple out there that are dead smack on that are just beautiful.
What about this old Red Sox player? His name is 4 body parts. Tony Armas. Tony Armas.
Whoa.
Pretty good.
Blew my mind. That's great.
Shelby, what do we got?
There's Thomas Crapper.
Ah,
Tommy Crap.
Close.
Well, the
close.
John's out, but whatever.
They called him John, I bet.
Well, they might have called him Crap.
You know what's the tough one is a guy who gets hookers is a John.
Oh, right.
That was confusing as a kid. His
Mhm.
name's John? No, he is a John. What do you mean he is a John? You know, I
And
didn't
then
get it.
piss at the John.
Yes.
I gotta go to the John.
Right.
Guy that gets hookers?
Exactly. It was a lot to process. Thank God we're not kids anymore. You just had to take in all this information, not understand anything, and then if you asked a question, my dad would hit me.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Yeah, but you live, you learn, you queef, you jizz.
Yep.
That's the key. Apparently, I got a miscarriage of bubbling because that did not sound good, and it was very warm.
No, it's bad news bears.
Oh,
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ. But anyways, Key West was amazing. I had some other shit, but I mean, we're gone long. I feel terrible about even talking politics for a second. I hate myself. But Fort Zachary, jumped in the ocean, salt water, it heals. And it's hard to be back. I miss Tom. We had a great time, great laughs, so many good laughs, and just, oh, it was beautiful.
Great. I had a couple of nuggets, and I'll get out of here on this. 5 a.m. pickup out of Fort Wayne. Really kicked in the balls, and I found the perfect sleep run. I take an edible at night. Sleep all throughout the night. I was always against edibles. Not a weed guy, but it works. So I couldn't fall asleep, so I popped the edible, and now, it's one of those things where you fall asleep at 2, and you wake up at 4:30 to get ready to pack and everything. So I'm still high. So I'm like, I hate being high. I feel like an idiot. I'm lost. I'm insecure. I'm nervous. But I'm walking out of the hotel room. Door slams behind me. I got the suitcase. Sun is still down. Nighttime. I can hear drunks in the hotel room because it's still 5. I guess they're still partying. Walk past one room. And I just stood outside the door for like 8 minutes. I didn't realize I was high.
Right.
So I was just like, I'm holding my bag, just like, oh yeah, 2 or 3, oh, and I was like, I just stood out there and listened. It was so great.
Oh my God. Glass on those things?
I had no glass.
No glass.
I didn't need one. This lady was molting, belting.
That's so exciting. I love that. Did you hear any or the bed hitting the post?
A couple thumps. I think I was a thump. It was a bed or a head or a pipe. I don't know what was going on. Maybe her butt plug fell out and hit the floor. But either way, it was porn.
Oh, I love that. That's so fun. Somebody else fucking is amazing. I remember walking up 37th Street in Astoria and seeing a guy really pound. You just saw the 2 feet.
In the
flying.
window?
Yeah, in the window.
Wow.
And he was kind of ripped, which strangely makes it hotter.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, you just want to see the lady having a good time. That's all you want. Some of these guys watch pornos where they pull the lady's hair and punch her in the clit. I'm like, I want her to like it.
Yeah, I like a lady just going, woo, whatever.
Yeah. Yes, come. I want the leg shake, the thigh jiggle, give me the whole thing. So, but yeah, then I got on the plane and connected a flight. It was a nightmare. But we made it home, but it was just fun to hear the fuck. And I thought of you. I don't know if that's healthy.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, I like to fuck and get fucked. by my dad. So I think that's great news.
All right, and you're going to be on the road.
Yeah, I'm going out there, folks. Well, first of all, we got to plug the Patreon. We've been really working hard. Tell them what the Patreon is.
We got a ton of stuff. We do one a week now. We got games. We got videos. We got reviews. We got anal. We got all kinds of good stuff. Live eps. Tons of backlog stuff, by the way. Even if you sign up today, you're going to be 3 years behind, full of shit. So if the world ends, get on that Patreon. There's a lot of content, great stuff. We got mugs, we got shirts. The cat's dead. We're gonna stuff it.
Already
so
moving.
get on it, folks. $3, you can't beat it, but give us 5.
Mug Costanza. Tampa Side Splitters, March 24th and 26th, coming back to Florida. I love Florida, and I love Tampa. So come out to Side Splitters. Let's fill that right up. And then I got the big ones coming. April is Laugh Boston, April 14th through 16th. And then Buffalo the following weekend, 21 through 23. And then after that, I got, oh my God, I got May 5th through the 7th, Austin Side Splitters. The weekend after that, I think it's 12 through 14 or something. Good nights in Raleigh.
Hell yeah.
And the special, I think, is going to come out the end of the
Oh, that's huge.
That's going to be April 29th, I believe.
I love it.
But it's all cut together. I got the credits and music and things. God, I got all kinds of shit. I got a special. I got a film, a short film, a special, and then a whole bunch more YouTube shit on YouTube. Tom, Dustin, and I telling our 2 web stories up on there. And,
Yeah, I watched it.
Familiarize yourself with Tom Dustin. He's the best.
That funniest guy, and yeah, you're cooking. The content is cooking. The videos are cooking. I mean, you're rolling, Fatty.
I'm trying. I'm the new king of content. I got video. I got 3 different video guys working for me, emailing me, sending me.
Hell
dick
yeah.
pics.
That's sadly that's the name of the game now. It's a nightmare. It's a lot of work. It never ends. It's a ball up a hill. You want to kill yourself, but it'll sell one more ticket. So who the hell knows?
All right.
All right, I'm going to be all over the place, too. I'm in Tampa, Dania Beach Improv, Chicago, Cleveland, Durham, Charlottesville at the Southern, couple theater dates cooking. We got, shit in my mouth, doing so. Denver, Queef, Dallas. I'm just picturing the U.S. I'm trying to remember where. Phoenix. I'm trying to remember where I am. So, yeah, a lot of fun stuff. D.C., come on out, say hello, queef it up, get on the Patreon, and praise Allah.
No one wants to be themselves. Up in the heavens where legends cry. Hopelessly watching the music die.
Well, I got a bunch of. I don't know where to start here.
Well,
I mean, I got.
start about sack and get to my anal.
Let me throw you out some categories. I'll be one of those comedians where they give the categories. I find that very pretentious.
A little bit. What do you want? Dirty? You want family? What? Do the jokes.
You know, the best joke. Who's that guy we love? He wrote for Harvard. He's got the great joke with the Sears catalog. Dan Mintz.
Ah, he's great.
Dan Mintz had a great one making fun of those people. He goes, I got time for one joke left. One joke. What do you guys want to hear? You want to hear a joke about boo or a joke about get off the stage?
That's I've never heard that one.
Very funny guy.
That reminds me of David Tell on the sidewalk. He's getting mobbed by all these people in photos, and it's Joe DeRosa and Big J, and he goes, have you met Stan here and does nothing? Come on!
Who thinks of that? Now, when the stripper's on you, do you push back a little on the lap dance, or do you just let her ride?
I don't really put. I mean, first of all, I haven't had a lap dance since 1978. It's been a while.
I
but,
know what you're asking for.
Someone's getting ready for a bachelor party.
You got that right.
I think I do. Already I'm thinking I'm going to, oh, yeah, I think you do this. It depends on the mood, the stripper, the occasion, the cause.
Yeah, you got that right.
Bill Cosby. That's a bad strip, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got to mix it up. Swirl. Do a figure 8, maybe. No, I'll show you how to strip.
Oh.
I'll show you how to strip.
Did you get that fart?
There you go. This is how you get it.
All right. Whoa, man, the gyration.
Like that.
Jesus. All right, it's
You
too
know what I
hot. I
mean?
can't take it.
Something
Too hot
like
to
that.
handle.
A little more like that.
Jeez, where'd you learn that, Boy Scouts?
I mean, well, I've been to a lot of strip clubs back in the day.
Ooh, that was something else,
I was a
Betty.
strip guy, and then you get like the, you know what I mean? They do
All
that
right, all
crazy.
right, all right. Enough's enough.
That's the African American ladies. They can
Yes.
really get the, what's that called?
Twerking.
Twerking. Yes.
Yes, I twerk from home.
Oh,
That's Chipotle
I had like
for
a
you,
speed
folks.
bump in it.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah, that was a piece of corn there.
it was like a fart fell down a well. It was
That was poetic. What was it, Walt Whitman over here? Jesus.
I'm from Whitman.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's writing to us like, you picked up Mark's microphone that he farted in. I'm like, you think the fart goes through underwear and pants, leaps onto the mic, and just waits for a fresh set of lips to jump on my lip?
I
Now I
know,
have fart on my
it's
lip?
all very convenient, these germs.
Yes.
I had this when I pissed on a I was like at a football game in college, and I remember I pissed on the ground, and then I walked by it, and somebody goes, "You stepped in that piss." I'm like, "Yeah, it's the bottom of my shoe."
Yes.
I'm not drinking it with a straw on my hands and knees. I walked through it. I've also walked through horse shit, mud, spit, queefs, miscarriage, placenta, all shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. I had a bit years ago that I stopped doing because people were like, you gotta stop saying that. But I'll bring my drink into the bathroom. People are like, you bring your drink into the bathroom? Are you crazy? And I'm like, do you think I'm pissing? Like, woo!
I
like,
know.
I put the drink on top of the urinal, and I take a piss. It's
I do
nice.
the same thing.
The piss isn't like flicking up and going up and through this tiny little hole and then
Totally.
coming back into my mouth. And if it was, I like drinking piss.
Yeah, I rub my dick on the urinal inside. It's on the cake.
I just don't get it. The people, did you build a fort? You don't want to put the butt to touch a seat?
Also, we've never washed our hands since 1914, so I think we're fine. We got
No.
immunity, baby.
Because circus is weird. They're like, we're doing the circus casino.
Yeah.
Bada blackjack. You know what I mean?
Sure. The
fuck?
bearded lady, the elephants. There's a couple elephants walking around in that place, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I have that at my family parties.
I couldn't get it out.
That was terrible.
Hold on.
I think I might be able to do one.
You go.
Wait, you got one lined up.
I had the dry lip.
That was pretty good. Better.
Picked it up at the end.
What about this? Wait, no, that's
Wait
not it.
a
That was a
minute.
little Miss Piggy.
Nice, sound like Miss Piggy, yeah.
Yoda.
I think it was the same actor.
Frank Oz.
Thank you.
Ronald Reagan, the actor.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Hold on.
Hit me with an elephant. Whoa, that was great. That was great.
good. I think I got a hidden talent.
I think you got some. You know those little spin things where you pull the string and it went, the duck goes.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do one of those, like your own version.
Yeah. Nah, that's nothing. I love a Luke. I always wanted to be Luke when I was a
Luke is
kid.
big. Me too. I love Luke.
Because Luke Skywalker.
Of course. And there's no gay Luke.
And there's Luke. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm sure there's a gay Luke somewhere.
I guess, but Luke was Luke. You got the ooh and the cuh.
Plus Cool Hand Luke. He's the coolest. I tried to be, and one time Derek and I were wrestling, and he was like sitting on my face and farting at my tits, and I kept like coming back for more, and it was a bummer because he had never seen Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, yes.
And so I had like a black eye, and I was like, I'll still keep going. You haven't
Yes.
won yet. And then like 3 weeks later, he watches the movie, and he's like, oh, you're just doing that scene. I'm like, well, whatever. Leave me alone.
Hand me an egg.
But man, I want to be a Luke. Maybe I'll change to Luke. Luke List.
Luke List. Holy shit. Anyone else hard? That's a gay porn name if I ever heard it.
It sounds like a superhero. Joe sucks.
There's just so many of them. It's so generic. No offense.
Average Joe, Joey Bag of Donuts, you know.
Joe Rogan,
Joe
Joe
Boy,
Blow.
Camel Joe, or
Even-
Joe Camel.
Yeah, Mark is biblical, which is a little awkward.
Well, Joe is biblical, too.
Is that right? What do you got, Joe?
He's huge. What are you kidding?
Oh, Joseph.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. He's like the
Oh.
biggest one.
But
Get
you
out-
know-
Mark's not in the Bible.
What?
Mark
One
is
of
in
the
the Bible,
dudes.
dude.
Mark, Luke, and John.
No one ever heard of Mark.
Luke.
Luke's Bible?
Luke's big.
That takes from it, I think.
A little bit, yeah. I like
Yeah.
more of a Quran guy.
You're telling me Mark is more biblical than Joe? I'm Joe. I'm the father.
Well, no
Isn't he
one
the
goes,
father?
hey, it's Mary, the baby, and Joe over here. It's Joseph.
Well, that's my name, Joseph. Maybe I'll go by Joseph. Joseph Luke.
No, what are you, a documentary filmmaker now? Joseph is so pretentious. It's weird. It's an old guy with a beard who has a sweater on and sells wool hats.
That's a good point.
Joseph.
Luke.
It's a little hippy-dippy. It's not for you.
Realtor's making cash.
All right, well, he's well-dressed. He's coiffed.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's not like McDonald's or something.
Sure. All right, so here's the clinker. This guy's all over. We're actually getting friendly because you spend hours with this guy all day long. You end up getting a cup of the next house isn't ready. Let's go get a cup of turtle soup. You're like, all right, fuck it. Now his hand's on my knee.
I never want to be friendly.
Yeah, so, but whatever. I invited him to the wedding. I panicked. So he's coming to the wedding. He's officiating.
What's the numbers for the wedding, by the way? 200, 300, 100?
What about 180?
Woo!
But that's gonna get lowered down. Even Chuck's coming.
I'm coming.
Yeah, you're coming?
I'm coming.
Chuck's in.
I'm gonna be like, hey Chuck, while you're here, you might as well pick up a camera.
Wow. Yeah, how many people work for you that are going to be here?
I know Salacuse is going, my other guy's going, but
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
you guys are gonna be bumping lenses.
Oh, jeez whiz.
Cheese whiz. So
Are we doing a pod at that thing or what?
we should,
We should
yeah.
do a live.
Yeah, the lady's like, can I
Live
get in? Like,
quiz.
no, we got a rhythm. We know
You
we're
don't
doing.
understand. We watched a lot of the TV show.
That's a lot of rapport. Oh, I'm stressed. All right, so,
Great getting traction.
so, tippy toe.
I think the studio really makes it. I feel like I'm going to work. Before I was at your house, I feel like your wife was listening with a cup and she hated me. I could feel it. I could feel the vibe going. What's this saying now?
Yeah, she left some mean comments.
The cat, she's got the claws and the thing with the back. This feels
Yes.
like, you know what I mean? We're here.
It feels like we're at work. I mean,
Yes,
the
yeah.
other employees hate us. Our coworkers won't talk to us. I steal the food out of the fridge. We're back at work.
Every time I get a look at one of these people, it's just everything. It looks like it's gonna be your neighbors. It's your new neighbors out there. These Brooklyn queefs.
No, these are men with jobs, Jerry. These are queefs. This guy's got a turtleneck on. He's got a Buddha that spins.
Someone slam the door.
Yeah, we're in trouble. It feels like you're at home with your parents and we're being too loud, and you just hear your dad slam a door. You're like, we're out.
Oh, it's so
We're
bad.
going to bed.
The men with ties walking around here.
Ties, jobs, and offices. Yeah, I watched the Schindler's List with the
30
lady, and she's
seconds to
TikToking
go.
through half of it and diddling herself, but we got some tears going.
There's some great tits in Schindler's List. I'll tell you that. Should be
Really?
called Schindler's Tits.
I missed the tits.
What, you watch it on AMC? There's tons of tits.
I think I did.
Big time tits.
What? You tits?
He's fucking the ladies. They got great tits. I jerked off to it. I used to pause.
The Nazi tits.
Good Nazi tits.
Yeah, I love a Nazi tit.
You did not see any tits.
Apparently not.
I got a couple people that never seen Schindler's List, and I'm like, you haven't seen Schindler's
What?
List?
Well, I hope they got 3 hours ready.
Well, 3:15. Austin.
Yeah, New World Order.
So I go, hey, well, you got to come over. We're going to have a Schindler's List party because Tomic's watching Schindler's List. That's a fun time.
Oh, it's a barrel of laughs.
And I got to say, that's a hell of a picture, that Schindler's List.
I just rewatched
My
it.
favorite film. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's surprisingly very entertaining. A lot of jokes.
A lot of jokes, funny. The Jews when they get put out into the pit in the beginning. Ooh, that's a bad sentence to hear on the walk through the hallway.
That was bad.
That was bad.
We're talking about the Jew. We're talking about the Holocaust.
Yeah, you got that right.
We got to whisper.
We're doing Whoopi.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
This is terrible.
That should be the new Making Whoopi. It's talking about Jews.
I think it's like dentists out here, lawyers, accountants.
Also known as Jews.
This is bad.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
All right,
Want me to go tell them we're anti-Holocaust? Just a Crusader.
Yeah,
Hey, it's not about race.
I've talked about this before, off stage, maybe on mic, whatever we are. What is this, chair?
Huh? We're on mic. What do you mean chair?
We're on. You say on stage. We're on stage. What's the podcast? On Donner? On Blitzen?
Onset Alzheimer's? I don't know. It's we're on it. We're on mic. We're still on mic.
We're on mic. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I think this might be my favorite episode all time.
We're on pod. On Potter. That's the
On
reindeer.
par.
On par.
Jack Parr.
We're hanging out with this guy, the realtor guy. I'm not going to say his name, but I saw on Street Easy. That's the hot website with all the sites.
Oh, I know about Street Easy.
So I
It's
saw
like Zillow, right?
Yes. It's a great name for a prostitute site.
Zillow?
Street Easy.
Ah.
But so I saw another apartment. I sent it to my guy. He was like, "Oh, this place looks great. This could be a winner. Here we go." And that's the thing. It's a lot of hope. Everything. This might be the one. You know.
Right.
And it's like Tinder, except you get to go inside on the first try. But either way, we see a guy, we see an apartment, or I do, and I send to him. He's like, I'm busy this week. I'm in Montauk or whatever. I'm at Epstein's Island. I go, all right. So I messaged the guy who's showing it, and he goes, oh, I can show you this tomorrow. And I was like, oh, is that unethical? I got my guy, and now I'm going to see it with this guy. But hey, my guy can't make it. What? I'm going to miss out on a great apartment?
But is the other guy a realtor also, or he just owns the
Yes.
place? Oh, you're going to be a realtor. So he's two-time, you're two-time.
Exactly. So I go, here's my lady's number. I can't go. I got 18 pods, whatever. Chuck's in the hospital. So he's texting her now. And now it's getting weird. Because I'm like, who is this guy? And me and my lady went out to dinner. We're having a couple cocktails. We're eating shrimpy. We're eating pussy. And she's like, oh, there's that guy again. And then she's like giggling. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Well, you guys are like getting canoodly here. And she's like, oh, he's just a funny guy. I'm like, oh, yeah, funny guy. That's the kiss of anal.
Yeah, that's all you
guy.
got.
That's all I got. I got no dick. I got no job. So I'm like, okay. And then I let it go. I'm like, you're being crazy. And then throughout the meal, I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night here. We're at this nice restaurant, and I was like, all right, fuck this. I'm going tomorrow. I cancel everything I'm doing. I'm pissed. I'm doing like, Rogan. I'm doing Marin. I'm doing Good Morning America. I cancel all of it to go meet this guy.
That guy's a queef, though. He's probably a little guy with glasses and a shaved head. The bald.
But he's charming as shit. I read through the thread. He's like cool as hell. He's slick.
You read the thread?
I read a little thread. She went to take a shit at one point, and I got in there. She was picking her vagina. She
Never
didn't
read
notice
the
it.
thread.
Yeah, bad thread read. So I'm pissed. So and the guy goes, all right, I give him my number. I go, hey, you're dealing with me now, Chachi. All right? Forget about old labia there. So now he's hitting me up, and, now he's swooning me. And I want to blow him.
Interesting.
He's good.
Now, is she jealous of you?
No, she was never into him.
Because it'd be funny if she's like, wait, what are you giggling? Yeah, this guy's funny.
That's true.
I told you, Ari Shafir, he lives in fucking Alphabet City.
Well,
shit.
that's...
I should reveal. He's full of shit. He doesn't even like it. He goes, I walk to the cellar. I'm like, well, I can walk to the cellar.
Yeah, give me a month.
It takes you 35 minutes to walk to the cellar, and you're walking through Skid Row.
Yeah, well, he's Moses. He's got to walk everywhere with his big stick and his tablets.
Oh, he's got a big stick, all right. My God.
And it's cut.
He has the thickest dick I've ever seen, ever.
Crazy thick, and his balls are the size of Delaware.
His balls those are, they look like the actual basketball.
I went to Ari's place the other day. He's got the Who on the record player, and he's doing that shit with the coffee where it's in a beaker and he's swirling it. I'm like, who are you?
He's a strange guy.
I know.
He won't admit that he hates that neighborhood, but I'm going to get him.
He's got an apartment. It's tight, and it's like this.
I know. I've been there. But I think he hates the neighborhood. I think he's full of shit, but I can't get him to say it.
Yeah.
I think truth serum. That's Kill Bill. He'd be like this. It's terrible. I hate all the homeless. You know what I mean?
Truth serum would be. I would love. My goal in life is to hit a woman with truth serum, tie her up, and just ask her questions about men.
Oh, I'd be so scared that she'd be like, ugh, your dick is tiny. It's awful. I hate the herpes. You know what I mean?
You know your dick's tiny.
Stinks.
You don't need her. I'm talking about, like, what is it? You like when guys do this, don't you? You kind of like mansplaining a little bit, I bet. Come on, talk to me. I love a plane crash.
Yeah, a lot of good plane crashes.
9/11.
Buddy Holly. That wasn't so much a crash, was it? It was more of a, I guess, a crash.
It did have to crash at some point.
I guess so.
No Jews in the tail. That's what people say.
I don't know. It feels like there must be a couple.
Yeah.
It's a business, Manhattan.
I know 2 people whose dad died 9/11. How crazy is that?
No kidding. Pete?
Yeah, that's one, and then this lady I know.
No kidding.
Dad died in the old 911.
Plus, Ranazizi. He was there. A lot of connections.
He'll never live that one down.
I got all this anxiety about the subway at night on a Saturday these days.
Yeah.
I'm having instances left and right. Schizophrenics, lunatics, gays. It's wild out here in New York. And I'm sitting there all day. I'm stressing. I'm like, I fucking hate riding this goddamn subway. I mean, 34th Street. Forget it.
Woo! Bag ladies, guys with the pants down. One guy's throwing turds. It's bananas.
It's a haunted house. I've seen more dicks than I saw in high school.
Sure.
It's just wild. So I'm sitting all day and I'm taking a shower and I go, I can spend $25. The train is $250 or
Right.
$275, I think.
Yeah, which also adds.
A lift is $28. I'm like, for $25, I can relieve 100% of my stress. Drop off the door.
But sometimes I think a subway's quicker. You're underground. There's no traffic. You're zipping with the lift. Just to get 2 blocks, they're like, here's a right, red light. Take another right, red light. 13 people crossing. Baby stroller.
But I don't
too much.
care about quick. I care about a man with his pants off going, give me a man. It's a fucking 80s film out here.
It's bad.
It's
I
bananas.
think I'd rather the black ashy dick and make it on time.
Train is all wacky.
Whack-a-do.
I'm sure you're hearing about it on the news.
Yes, and it's, well, first of all, an Asian lady got pushed on the track.
Yes.
Which I apologize for that again. And then secondly, it's winter.
Mm-hmm.
So the cuckoos are going down to the choo-choo.
Yes, the weather of the winter is on its way. All right, so there's a crazy lady. I get on the F train, which is a particularly creepy train.
I agree. Why is that?
I think because it goes from the Bronx to Brooklyn. It's all about where it's headed.
Right.
Like the N train is the nicest because it goes to Astoria.
Oh, interesting.
My buddy, when Cantor, when he had a girlfriend who was like young and she was drinking and loud. I might have told this story before. She was like loud on the train. She was like, whoa, woo. And the guy goes, you gotta quiet down. This train's going to the Bronx. It was like kind of like he was being serious. Like, you gotta take it easy. This is not, you know what I mean? This is a serious train.
This is in playtime.
Yeah, people are not fucking around with like 20-year-old like, I moved to the city. Woo!
Right.
It's like, you gotta shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
These people live in.
Give me your purse and grab your ankles.
Yeah, hell. So I'm on the F train, and just a quick fun ditty. I see this lady on the platform, and she's got the super mask. You know that mask with the 2 things on the side?
Oh, yes. The tits on the side.
It's like the World War III mask.
Right.
She's got that, like Darth Vader shit, and then she has the
Bang.
plastic shield.
Jesus.
So she's doubled up on coup.
This lady hates a load in the face.
Oh yeah, so we're opposite. So she's got a bunch of bags. She's like an old bag lady.
Yeah.
Double mask, super mask.
She's the mascot.
So I get on the train, and she comes running in like a cartoon character because she wants the whole. She was like Kramer. She wants the whole bench to herself,
the
and
bench
she
bitch.
runs, and her bag spills everywhere. But she does this. She's got like both arms out, guarding the thing.
This
and
lady's
then,
a lot already.
And then she like touches the foot of a black woman, which is just. I mean, as soon as I saw the contact, and I put on my 3D glasses and leaned in because I was like, well, this is gonna be fun.
Speaking of content, this could be something.
And this lady was like, you motherfucking bitch, you touched my foot. I should beat the shit out of you.
Whoa.
And then the lady was like, oh, and like scooping up her shit. And then the black lady goes, we all paid the same price. That's not your seat. You don't get all the seats.
She ain't
Everybody
wrong.
paid the same price. I should beat the shit out of you. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
please beat the shit out of her.
Beat her ass.
It would have looked like a WWF match because she was like a character.
Right,
She was like,
right.
you know, I couldn't think of a character.
Man in the Iron Mask.
Yeah.
Who knows what?
Ben Bigelow, whoever.
Yeah, G.I. Jojo.
But that was fun. Her shit spilled everywhere. And then every time someone would come on, she would do this. She'd like do this thing.
Like I get the whole thing.
Yeah, because she wanted to be not near anybody. I don't know. Maybe she's got some.
I'm with the angry black lady. I mean, this.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't get the bench. What? Because you're scared of COVID? We're all dealing with this shit.
I know. You're a fucking dipshit. I'm all itchy back here.
Yeah, no. Would you get a haircut?
Well, it's sweaty. I think it's the sweat.
Yeah, the sweat.
I don't change my clothes all that often.
Same.
Same outfit. Days. I'm talking days. I've been wearing this since 1985.
Oh yeah. I do the underwear flip.
Oh, get out of here. Flip Wilson.
You got that right. Flip this out.
No, I've worn underwear the same day. And Sarah, because these women, they hate men because we have it better or whatever. And she's like, if I did that, my pussy would smell like Africa. Are you kidding me?
That's
I'd
true.
have foam squirting out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's nature. What do you want me to do? I can't help you.
You got a bowl of quad, but it's true. Yeah, you gotta. These ladies, you gotta spritz.
I feel bad for the women. Like, the pussy starts quicker, and then again, like birth. Like, women have like 6 eggs, and by the
Forget
time you're
about it.
38, you got a half a one. It's broken and dusty. And men, you're like, you got about 75 million sperm until you're 90.
It really
and they're
worked
like, it's
out.
not fair. And I'm like, well, it's not like we created a game.
Yes,
This is nature. What do you want me to do? Shoot my fucking sperm off?
Biology is the #1 misogynist. But go get mad at God or Galileo, whoever made the system.
And like our blood oxygen levels, our muscle twitches, fibers, all this stuff, we're dominant. It's why, these trans women are joining, trans men joining women and joining the leagues. It's like, forget about it. You're going to have no records.
It's over. Yeah.
If it happens in MMA, I mean, it's going to be a
Well,
blood.
it's already happened. He put a woman in the hospital.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
she.
But anyways, we
them.
got to advance. It's like, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
I know, it's
I'm
not my
sorry.
problem.
I'll eat
Yeah.
your pussy every day. I love eating pussy.
Well,
You
it's-
change your underwear. One of the things that's so brutal about life for these women, their pussies bleed, they
Yeah.
got swollen tits, they're
Yeah.
mean, but they got men just get more attractive. Every guy is more attractive.
We lucked out.
It's wild. And then they hit 24 and they just turn to mushy
The
shit.
Shriveled
Worthless.
dates. It's over. Yeah, they're disgusting and useless. But it's tough for the ladies. That's why they got to invent pantyhose or something. You got to get something cooking in your old age.
Yeah, men, they get all grizzled up and like Paul Newman, George Clooney in the 80s. He looks worse than me.
Yeah, now he's a hunk.
Yeah, he's really something. He can't act worth shit, but he's really something
think?
else. Oh, he stinks. Stinks.
Interesting. Well, yeah, it's a shame. And they get hornier with age, the ladies.
Yeah, they're
And
uglier and hornier.
We get less. Yeah, they basically turn into men.
That's a good point.
We got something there. They're horny, ugly, and gross, and they're like, oh, welcome to my world.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But meanwhile, we're getting more attractive. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could fuck anybody. But we go bald.
Yes.
And it's women and children first. And our
Yes.
life expectancy's shorter.
Yes.
And we gotta fight. You go like this. Hey, shut up, you fucking piece of shit. I'm eating my sandwich.
And you go, shut up,
The guy
you
goes,
fuck.
well, I'm gonna beat the hell out of your nerd boyfriend. I'm like, ooh, I'm sorry.
Right. We'll take a lift.
So it's tricky. I mean, it's not easy.
Well, that's the thing. Is they go male privilege, white privilege, but there's there's privileges to every group. Like women have the privileges. You just name
Give me
6
the
of
Jimmy
them.
leg.
Nah, you just named 6 of them right there. The ladies' night, the free drinks, the living longer. I mean, living longer is huge. Your car insurance
That's
is
nice.
cheaper. You can have a kid. I mean, some women are glad they can have a kid.
Right.
I don't want to have a kid.
It's easier to get laid.
Easier to get laid. You're prettier for, until you're 30. You're very attractive.
Sometimes you get laid, you don't even want to.
That's true also. Those are rough nights, but yeah. So now I'm driving the bus, and the guy's like, well, you want to meet up? And I was like, yeah, but I'm only available at 6 p.m. And then I got to go out and do a show after. He's like, all right, whatever. So now it's sun setting. I meet this guy out in Brooklyn. It's a beautiful neighborhood, brownstone, sunset. This guy is smoking hot.
Oh,
I mean, he looks like McConaughey. He's got a trench coat on, his hair slicked back. He's wearing a Rolex. He's got black pointy shoes and like a V-neck sweater. I mean, it's a little chest hair poking out. This guy's fucking gorgeous.
Pointy shoes, something like that.
Well, the kids wear them. I don't know. Like black shoes,
but not pointy. That's like a lady shoe.
Maybe not pointy, but they're like Italian leather.
Nice.
Yes.
Like
yes.
a flat nose.
Yeah, a little
Kind of
flat
square,
nose.
flat nose.
Yes, like a porpoise.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm like swooning, and he grabs my hand, he twirls me, he dips me. The sun is going down. The whole thing's magical. I go in this apartment. I didn't even notice anything because he's just like, this is crown molding from the 1800s. This is an archway, and I'm like, I'm all wet and hot and bothered. Turns out, somehow we start talking about comedy. Huge comedy, and he knows stuff. He's not just like, I like Sebastian Maniscalco. He's a kook. He's like, this guy, Eddie Murphy's second special, What Isn't As Good, and then Rock and all this shit. I'm like, wow, this guy knows his stuff. Then we're talking to the guy showing the place. Somehow, we end up in the basement floor of the apartment. He's just showing it's dark. There's no light coming in. He's got like a, on the click click.
Oh, I love
the hanging bulbs.
Yeah, with the the iron falls.
Right. So we're in the basement of this old brownstone, and somehow it comes up, and the showing guy, showing it, just some old white guy's like, I don't know, man, I can't stand this woke shit. And now we got 3 guys massed down to here in the basement of a brownstone in Brooklyn in the dark, just trashing, just canceled culture.
Wow.
It got weird. And I'm like, what am I doing here? I got to get out of here. So the guy's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going back to the village. I got a gig. And he goes, I'll go with you. And I'm like,
Oh, which guy?
The hot guy.
The realtor hot guy.
The other guy's got to stay and show the apartment to other people.
I see. So why is there 2 showings? That's what I don't get. The one guy, the realtor goes from place to place, but each place has another guy?
Each place has a guy stationed there.
The station guy.
Yes, and if you have any other questions, he can answer them, and he lets you in and all that. The other guy knows all about the place. He's like the salesman. So he's doing all the talking and moving, and the other guy's just there kind of letting you in.
Seems like all rackets. Doesn't it feel like a racket?
It's all a racket. These guys are making out like banditos.
Shane and I had a good time, and then of course this is the classic thing. Shane's like, "Come do guest spots. Let's hang," because he's on the road by himself. He didn't bring
Right.
anybody. He's alone, and I'm 10 minutes away. So he's like, "Please come do spots. It'll be great." And then I posted the photo of us, so everyone's going, "Oh, we'll see you tonight in Tacoma."
Oh, interesting.
And it's 10 minutes away. Yes. But this is why you gotta live in the city. Because we go in the backyard, we got a little campfire going, big old bonfire. I got a box of cigars.
Get it.
Derek's got a cigar. I got a cigar with more lined up. We got a pizza coming. We're
it's
telling
over.
stories. I'm in my pajamas. Shane's like, "Hey, still make the 8 o'clock show." I'm like, "I'll be there for the 10."
Yes.
Then 9:40 runs around. He's like, "Come on, dude, please."
Half clock.
And I got my shoes up with a fire. I'm bathed in the firelight with a fat cigar, which is a big brown dick.
Yes.
And I'm killing with the kids. Derek's killing me. His wife is there. We're having a great time. I'm like, I can't do comedy. This is why I can't buy a house.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we'll never see you again. You buy a house, you could be chopping firewood and fucking beavers.
But I long for it.
I know, and it's nice, but here's the clinker. People go, "Dude, I got a sold-out show. We love doing comedy. We'll hang out." And you're like, "Yes, but it's the other things. It's the other shit. I got to get in a car. I got to drive there, park, show up. There's going to be a weird manager. And you go, 'Who are you?' 'Hey, I'm here.' Okay, then you got to go sit with Shane, do the set, get back." That's what it is. If you can teleport to the center of the stage and go, "Joke, joke, joke, laugh, laugh, thank you," and then teleport out, it'd be money.
This is why I want to swallow your jizz first thing in the morning. You get me?
I get it.
said the same thing.
I'm with you.
I said if I could teleport. That's what I said.
Swallow
I said those
it.
words.
Swallow me.
I said teleport because it is. And Tacoma.
You said teleport?
I said teleport.
Get out of here.
I'm telling you, Port. It's because
of a storm.
And all these cities, these
titties,
they all are just overrun with homeless. I'm like, I don't want to look for parking, and I'm gonna have to deal with 3 homeless assholes. No offense, I feel bad. Blah blah blah.
They chased you too.
I know. I'm gonna get chased in there, and you know, I don't want to deal with it. If I could teleport, I wish there could be 2 of me.
I know.
Because I'm like, that's so fun, and I want to be that guy. I know what it's like to be alone on the road, and you see like a friend is down the street. You're like, please. Come here, for God's sake.
I get it.
And the career, he sells out every show. I
He's
could go,
huge.
"Hey, here's my best set." And they go, "What? I never even knew Joe List did comedy. I thought he just posted photos of mountains."
Right,
You
right.
know?
This is the sunset queef over here. But it helps.
I can't leave. I got a cigar and a fire, and the stars are out. There's no way.
When I first met the lady, I was like trying to think of fun, cool things to do, and I said, "Hey, what's that movie called? It's a Wonderful Life. Playing at the IFC. It's Christmas time. It's snowing. We're not Jewish." So I said, "Let's pop an edible." I'm trying to be fun, new guy. Let's pop an edible. Go watch It's a Wonderful Life. So she goes, "Great." She's down for anything. She likes drugs and Jimmy Stewart.
Suicide.
Yeah. So we popped the edible. We're like, whoa. We're that couple at the counter, like, "Oh, I'll have a milk dud." And like the guy with the zits is like, "All right, you fucking kook, get out of here." We go in there, we're giggling. You know that opening where the stars are talking? It's the worst side special effects of all time.
Yeah.
And there's a guy in there 3 rows ahead of us, and it's just us and him. And of course, he sits 2 rows ahead.
Might have been me.
Might have been you, but he's weeping, weeping, and we're in the back, high out of our minds, going, "Oh, look at this guy! He's a fucking homo!" You know, we're all high, and this guy is. I think he watched it with his dad. His dad died in front of him, or he diddled him, or something. But this guy had some deep connection with this flick.
Sure, me too.
So eventually, it was like George. He turns around and goes, "What the fuck's your problem? You guys come in here, you don't shut the fuck up." And we're both high, like,
Go, 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 go!
and he just yelled at us, turned around, sat back down, and kept crying. And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here." And we got out of there, and it was like the most tense, awkward moment of my life, being that high, being the only people getting yelled at by a stranger. Woo! That was a doozy. So I'm in love with this guy now. We ride the train together. At some point, I was sitting on his lap. I mean, we're going from Brooklyn to Manhattan. It's a ride. It's a half-hour ride.
Certainly is.
So now I'm like swooning over this guy. Now I feel really bad about my other guy.
Yeah, now what's the other guy? Give us some taste of the other guy. Is he hot? Is he charming? Is he sweet?
No, he's a big dweeb. He's a nerd. He's older. He's got 2 kids.
He sounds nice.
He's nice. He's definitely nice, but he ain't Slick Rick over here.
Right. Boy, this is a tricky one.
This is tricky. So, now here's where it gets really interesting.
Oh, boy.
So, the next day, me and the lady are joking. I'm like, he's so hot. I'm so glad I cock-blocked you. He was going to fuck you in the ass on Broadway. And whoop, text comes up from the original realtor. And he goes, I found this amazing place. You got to see it. It's the original place. Or the place that the hot guy showed me. So I go,
this is making my stomach hurt.
I go, we're busted. We're in cahoots. He knows we're 2 times.
Oh, so now you got to call the guy that lives at the house and be like, pretend you don't know us?
Well, here's the thing. So I go, hey, lady first, you got to go.
That's not bad.
I can't go. So I'm like, oh, I got a dentist appointment or an OBGYN. I can't make it. And he's like, what? You got to see it. This place is great. I'm like, enough with houses. I hate houses. I hate apartments. And so she goes, and I told her everything about it. I already described everything to her. So now she has to go there and, look at this. Oh, how about that? You know, and she's like trying to be blown away.
Right.
And that's where we're at. But, I mean, the whole thing is a curb at. We've just been howling laughing at the apartment with this thing.
So where are you? I got so many questions
here. Please.
So is the other guy, the original guy, are you thinking about firing him? And what happens if you want to buy his place? Because the other guy, the hot guy, is going to be like, you owe me commission. And then the dweeb guy's going to be like, well, you owe me commission. You guys might each pay a commission.
Well, the whole thing, the place is beautiful, the place is great, but it's out. We can't buy it because of this situation.
Oh, my God.
I know. So we're going back with the original dweeby guy. We feel bad. But this guy's still blowing me up. He texted me today.
Oh, my
He's like,
God.
hey, sweetheart, what are you wearing? I'm like, easy, buddy. I already got a guy.
You got to get him in at the wedding and let him come to the wedding. Maybe he gives a speech or he's the DJ or something.
That's not bad. If he does, he's going to fight it out with the dweeb.
Give him something important.
All right. I'm working on this movie, and we're in the middle of Texas, San Antonio, out in the brush, because we're shooting some crazy scene. I go, I got to take a piss. They go, all right, lock it up or cool it out or whatever. And I go pee, and I step on a cactus. Oh! And I'm on the walkie, so I'm like, you know, you hear me. And they're like, what happened? What happened? They didn't know if a coyote got me. And I go, I had to pee. I stepped on a cactus. I fell on it. And they're like, you can hear the howls of all the grips, the makeup ladies. Oh, so for the rest of the movie, I was Cactus.
Oh, wow. Cactus Mark. I like that.
Cactus Mark. Yeah.
That's
like a
pretty
wrestler.
good.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, Cactus Jack was a guy.
That's true.
Cactus Mark and Long Leg Luke. I mean, I think we can pull this off.
We got some. I need a cowboy hat and a belt buckle. Cactus hair.
In middle school, they called me Gangly Fag, but it didn't stick in high school.
Now that fits.
Yeah.
That one I like.
People have said that, you know, they're like, yeah, if you want to have a kid. I'm like, my wife's 107. They're like, well, you can adopt. I'm like, are you insane? I've signed off 48 podcasts saying fuck kids for fun. I'm not going to get past the first look.
That's true.
They're not going to give me an Asian.
Isn't that strange? We could both get drunk, fuck each other in the ass, and make a kid. I think that's how you do it. And we can do it. A kid on act. A serial killer can have a kid. A pedophile can have a kid. You're getting high on your own supply. But yet to adopt, you got to have a perfect record out here.
Well, here's the thing, though. There's a wait. Let me think of the word.
Anal.
What's that thing where there's a line? There's a.
That's different.
No. Somebody.
Urethra.
To report back. Somebody has to give you the kid. When you're adopted.
A recommendation.
There's a
service.
A thread.
Flat fee.
Back. A thread line. But somebody, if you are a piece of shit and I'm an adoption guy and I go, hey, I got a lonely Asian kid here.
Sure, I love
and I
an
go,
Asian.
you want him? Take him. And then you immediately fist him and take a dump on his forehead.
Yeah,
They look at me and go, what the hell are you doing? You gave away a kid to this asshole.
Oh, because you don't want to get popped.
Exactly.
That
if
makes
you
sense.
have your own kid and you take a shit in his mouth on Halloween for fun,
Well, you got to christen him.
that's fine. It's your kid. It's your kid. I got Steve and Caitlin up there, and then Senya, the other roommate, who's quite lovely.
Senya.
Yeah, starts with an X.
What?
Yep.
Man, I'll send you a message.
Real beauty, beautiful woman.
Comedian?
No,
Oh,
she's like the
even better.
landlord's daughter, which is a great name for a film.
Yes, the landlord's daughter. This sounds like a hot to trot, like a horse whisperer type.
Could be a porn, but so she messaged and goes, "Hey, we should all get together. I don't even know you guys. We should all get together." So I'm like, let's have a big party. We got a big unit over there, and it's kind of like having roommates, but you got private rooms.
Right. Now, do you pick a common air, or do you mix it up?
Well, everyone comes to my house so far. It's a big spacious place. Plus, Ronan's a bachelor, so it's just shit.
Yeah,
Like muddy panties everywhere.
Muddy panties is a great rock band. Yeah. Muddy panties. Good play. Oh, shit.
Oh, the sign got knocked out.
Sign!
Walking out the scenery, breaking my mind.
I like how it takes a second. It has like a little delay. There
Oh, that was nice.
See the,
That's fun. Hell of a sign. People don't like the wire now. That when I look at it, I'm like, the wire's not great.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I guess we could paint over it, maybe?
Ooh, I don't know. Ah, who gives a shit?
I hated Mark as a kid.
Really?
Always hated it. Well, you hate your own name.
Yeah.
I was I was the guy like, call me Dickless or Toto or Choo Choo. Toto was big. My dad called me that because I had the same hair as the dog in Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, I can
So
see
he
that.
used to calling me a fucking dog. Thanks,
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah, well, a lovable dog. Who's
Sure.
really smart too.
Was he?
Oh, of course.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing. I feel that way all the time because I'm like, there's so many Tuesdays here, but then there's like people that just saw me on Last Comic Standing,
Yes.
or people that won tickets.
Sure.
And then I'm like trying to appease them. So every once in a while, I'll be like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Jizz on my father's tits, and then they're like,
What kind of comic is it?
what does that mean?
Yeah.
It's
Is that code?
It's all very difficult.
I was in Kansas City. Town. Just a Midwest steak town. You know what's cool about Kansas City? They got a mob there that's not Italian. I respect that.
What kind of mob? What are we talking? Jew?
I think they're
or
Irish or they're ugly as hell, but it's the KC mob, and it's just like a bunch of beefy, scary honkers.
We're talking museum, or they showed up at the show?
Well, it's just a known. Yeah, the guy who used to run it was something Pendergrass. Give that a goog there, Chuck, if you don't mind.
Pendergrass.
Something Pendergrass. He ran the whole town.
Oh.
They call him the Chiefs, which is what the team is named after. Everybody thinks it's Native American. It's named after the mob boss, Chief.
No kidding. Well, they might think it's Native American because they have a tomahawk fucking arrowhead.
Sure.
Play at Arrowhead Stadium.
Well, they had to get out a little bit. We can't have a Tommy gun.
They should play at Cadillac Stadium or whatever, Pinky Ring Stadium.
But the mascot, Tom Pendergrass.
Tommy P.
But the mascot is a wolf, so that was pretty smart. They're like, hey, we're gonna take that chief name. He's like, hey, it's a wolf, bitch.
All these mascots are wacky. There's like a green, the Phillies, like a green dinosaur elephant guy.
Really?
And yeah, and then some of them have like a bear that runs around. I mean, I got an Iowa State hat. It's a bird. They're the cyclones.
Huh.
It's like an eagle. Like, I'm a cyclone bird. I don't get it.
Just have a cyclone.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like a little tornado portion.
The one I never got was Tulane, the college in New Orleans. Green Wave. Green Wave? That's it? We got the shitty Lake Pontchartrain, the Mississippi Ripper, Green Wave, then Katrina comes in. You're like, well, what's up with this?
That's Brown Wave.
You got that right.
We go on, watch Sam. I'm dying. He's got great stuff, of course. I go on, have a great set. And then Sam and I were out in the bar chatting. And then this like beautiful woman, like a stunner, like a stone cold stunner walks by. And the kind of woman you're having a conversation, you're like,
oh yeah.
Anyway, and then you keep talking. She comes out of the bathroom and goes, hey, Tuesday.
No fucking queen.
And I turned into like a child. I was like, well, you're the most, what? You're very pretty Tuesday. It's like Sam was like, are you all right? He had to slap me around. I was shocked and chagrined. Or chagrin bad? I think chagrin might be bad. I was shocked and excited because, she was tall and all put together. I couldn't believe it. Yo, Marcus.
Hey, I am just, I'm floored. I'm flabbergasted. I'm flustered.
I mean, you got to see this dame. I mean, it was wild. It was like, it was mysterious. I went back in the room and I was like looking for her. I was like, was that real? Did I imagine that? Did I have to call Sam at home and he had to tuck me in? I mean,
most of our fans look like Rick Moranis. This is so nice to hear. I love hearing that. So, madam, if you know who you are, you saw the guy at the Fat Black. You know who you are. You're a tall, cup of handsome. Send us a photo. I want to see you.
I felt like high school. I was like, thanks for listening, miss. This was something else. She was a stunner. I already used stunner.
She got a little Fox.
Fox?
Stone Cold Fox?
Sure.
All right.
Wrestler?
Their middle tower has fallen. Their bottom tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. The Dire have reinforced their structures.
Mine. The enemy's bottom barracks have fallen.
Bottom barracks have fallen.
Your top tower is under attack.
Your top tower is under attack.
This isn't gonna end well, is it?
Oh! Oh! What did you do?
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
If I die of AIDS at 78, I'll be high-fiving on the way down. I'll tell you that. Because if I get AIDS, it better be a fun way. I don't want to sit on a needle in the AMC theater.
No, in a haystack, but
Well, then at least I found it. Oh boy.
no, I would like AIDS, I think, but I would.
Hearing or teacher?
I would like.
Do the ladies know how exposed their asshole is with the doggy? Because it is looking, it's winking at you like an old, like a perv.
And it actually winks. It puckers
Yes.
up and opens up.
Yeah, it's like an old man with candy. Stop winking at me, you fucking blinker.
Because it'll be smooth, and then all of a sudden there's lines all around, like the sun.
Yes.
It does the scrunch up.
Right. It's the balloon knot.
Yeah, it's like Renee Zellweger's face. It gets
Right.
all.
It's Zellweger after a lemon, and I mean, even before anal was like in porn and talked about, the asshole is right there, the butthole, it's right there. I mean, how could you not put a thumb in?
You know when you just feel the air of something going on?
Oh, it's
There's-
in the air tonight.
I got a fire truck, a police truck, an ambulance, and then you got. That's one thing. That could be anything. Then you got the bystanders.
Oh,
Now, when you have
bisects.
bystanders, anytime in New York, particularly when people aren't just walking by, because we'll walk by, you know, two giraffes fucking in the street with a
Sure.
gunshot. I mean,
New York.
you don't even think about it. But the people are standing, so I'm like, something's up. So I walk over, and there's paramedics in the middle of the street, direct, actual middle of the street.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't be more middle. And I just see two legs, and it's raining, and I just see like these two little legs. Like, remember Mark Wahlberg at the end of the party has those little like bags on his feet?
Oh yeah.
He's got those on with a pair of pants.
Whoa.
And I ask a bystander, and I go, what's happening? Bystander. I go, what's happening here? He goes, hit by a car. And I go, oh, I got a better angle. His bike is like destroyed. He must have been a bike guy.
Environmentalist.
And the bag shit, the paramedics like put it on him so he wouldn't get soaked because it was raining.
Oh.
So he's just laying there, and I could see his legs are like moving like Gretzky when you injured him in
Yeah.
NHL '96, you know.
Little twitch.
And I could see his head, and then I had to look away because it's just that bright red blood, and he's just going, and they're there, and I'm like, this guy's fucking dying.
Wow.
And there's a whole group of people, and I text Sarah, I'm like, there's a fucking dead guy in the street here.
Wow.
He doesn't give a shit.
Do we have the hit and run, or what are we thinking?
I think it must have. I don't know. Well, these bike guys, they just ride right through red lights.
Yeah,
so I'm
they're living
saying
hard.
it might have been his fault. I don't want to feel bad if he's dead. Oh my God! There's a giant fucking cat in the house.
Oh yeah, that's a cat. I guess you've never met
I
it.
was expecting a kitten. What the fuck?
It's a tiger.
Holy shit!
Look
this
at that.
changes everything.
Yeah. Sweet as a lamb.
It doesn't look sweet. Oh, it's gonna eat the wires like Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a huge cat.
Maine Coon.
What?
Yeah, that's what they're
All
called.
right, we'll bleep that out.
Get to Nashville, great hotel. They put you in the Hutton Hotel. It's one of those boutique, shishi, like upscale, good time, swinging, hot tamale. And everybody in the hotel is attractive, and it's leather, and there's a bar in there with the douche with the mustache and the suspenders.
Oh, that's fun. Do you
Yeah.
have the armband thing?
Armband, whatever that
Nice.
does.
Yep.
What is that armband? Is that just to show how big the buy is?
I think it's to puff out the shirt, and also maybe you put a razor in there, or your bottle opener. I'm not sure what the armband.
Yeah, maybe a little fuck lube right in there.
Tuesdays with Facts, throw us the armband. Maybe it's a Nazi thing.
Oh, could be. Well, they did have a band.
Yeah, they took the SWAT and the Nazi band. Maybe they took the
Horrible
swastika
songs.
off at some point.
Right. Well, also the Jews had a band too with the star on it, didn't they not?
They were banned everywhere.
That's a good point.
This cat gets more mixed reviews than a Woody Allen film. I mean, I'm in Chicago. I'm meeting and greeting. By the way, Chicago, unbelievable. We sold every seat. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
But the Tuesday, they come up, they go, you got to get rid of the cat. Cat is shit. Ruins the podcast. Worst thing that ever happened. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right, I'll kill the cat.
Kill the
He
cat.
walks away. Next guy comes up. He's wearing cat ears. He's got a tail. He brings me cat food, kibbles and bits.
Right.
I got,
He's playing with yarn.
He also bought the Bill Buckner baseball.
Oh,
You ever hear that story?
I didn't know that.
He
Lay
paid
it on
like
me, Fatty.
$6 million. Oh, Tuesdays with Facts is going to be all over me on this one. But
he's jerking off right now.
he paid, I don't know, $6 million or $300 grand or $500 or something for the Bill Buckner ball that went through Bill Buckner's legs, '86 World Series. And then Bill Buckner came out and was like, he doesn't have that ball. I grabbed that ball. He's like, I have that ball.
What?
Yeah, he's like, that's mine.
I don't trust Buckner after seeing that catch.
Oh, I trust him because he wanted to kill himself. He went and got that ball. He's like, hey, Ricky Vaughn ain't going to buy this piece of shit.
Interesting.
But I thought that was fun. So somebody fucking rooked Sheen.
So who's got it?
Buckner's got the ball. Buckner's dead now, so his granddaughter probably has it up her ass. But
he died?
Sheen bought. Yeah.
Life of the best. He had a tough go. But the leather jacket threw me. I was like, here we go. He's having a midlife. He's got white hair. He's got a leather jacket. Looks like Billy Idol out here. And it was great. It was his classic Reeg.
By the way, midlife. He's like 60. He's like, isn't this weird? We're midlife. I mean, I'm 38, so that's 76 or something, right?
Wait, what do you mean 76?
That'd be half. I lived half. No, 78. Wait. 38, because 8 and 8.
16.
Yeah, so 6, 86.
16.
No. It's got to be 76. Yeah, 76.
Wow.
So if I live to be 76, this is my halfway point. But I mean, I could die when I'm 64 because, great Beatles song. Because, anxiety, the silent killer, silent herpes. I mean,